So the whole narrative that I'm starting to figure out here, right, is that people are making it like Black Americans are so slow and dumb that we didn't know how advanced Africa was. For example, if you look at Young Don here, his video on a thumbnail, it says, I never knew Africa was this advanced. I actually watched a bit of his, and it's mainly a bunch of people saying, I can't believe there's Black people who didn't know Africa was this advanced. And to me, it's insulting to Black people. It's insulting to try to make it like, to take what IShowSpeed doing to try to make it a situation to make Black people look ignorant and stupid. Because there was never a narrative on whether Africa was advanced. There's no one in FBA that said Africa ain't advanced. We know that there are advanced parts of Africa. And there are parts of Africa that Tariq Nasheed and others joke on. That's ashy, poor, and all that. And we know that don't represent the entirety of Africa. Otherwise, how do you have a bunch of gold, diamonds, and all that? We know that there are rich people in Africa. But see, this is an attempt, in my opinion, to change and steer the narrative from the facts. The facts is Africans come over here and undermine us, and they side with the white supremacy. They side with the powers over here. And it ain't just Black versus white. It's the people over here versus the power. It's deeper than FBA. It don't matter your skin color. If you are born and raised in America and you are a rebel rouser, if you're a person that speak out against the system, people who come to this country who are immigrants, migrants, they're not radical. They're not speaking out against the country because they can get their privileges taken away. And in fact, they're trying to prove their loyalty and compete with the people that is speaking out against the wrongs in this system. And when you born and raised in America, you don't mind exercising your freedom of speech because you're an American. But when you come from another country, even though freedom of speech comes with being an American, you don't utilize it because really there's an unspoken rule in America. If you're a foreigner, you just can't be talking out like regular Americans. Some of them do, but not all of them. The most vocal people when it comes to politics in America is Blacks and whites. Tell me I'm lying. All of these other groups try not to do too much. They sit back and they just, do their thing because they're happy to be here. And they work hard to get over here, and they don't want to come over here doing too much complaining and doing all that. I get it, right? I get it. But I don't mind people not complaining. I mind people trying to combat the people who is complaining and telling them they're lazy and you're complaining when they don't realize that all of the privileges they are enjoying come from us complaining. So only thing FBA ever was saying when these other groups come over here, don't undermine us. I'm pretty sure y'all familiar with that word. And I don't know how IShowSpeed going to Africa to dance on women and do backflips change the fact that you're not going to come over here undermining us. So I'm still trying to figure out what exactly this is supposed to teach FBA because we still on code. We still saying the same thing. You're not going to come over here and undermine us. You're either going to work with us or leave us alone. That's right. I don't see how Speed changes that. Well, he showed y'all Africa advanced. We've been knew that. We've been rocking dashikis and Egyptian shit since the 70s. You ain't teaching Black folks nothing. That's right. Dantana says Speed had his soft shoes on when he was shucking in Africa, huh? Yeah, I'm just trying to see exactly what was being taught because I'm lost on that part. And people are very vocal in the comment section, but when given a chance to speak on a mic, they don't utilize it. So I expected that, but let me get in the FBA people in the, well, I'm gonna get in the comment section of my last video, and I'm going to check out some, see if we got some smoke there. Some dude, 8Trap, said, man, what the F are you talking about? This is nonsense. I'll let you speak your mind all day and say that, but you can't articulate to me how what I just said was nonsense. How is delineation nonsense? How is your group becoming their own exclusive group? How is ethnogenesis nonsense? Now, when people don't have a rebuttal to the facts you dropping, they just say, that's nonsense. Can you articulate how? Hell no, they can't. So, somebody said a lot of these dudes can't really travel because they got felonies, so they are basically trapped in America. But I'm going to say some real talk, though. You don't got to go to Africa to know that every continent that exists got advanced parts and toe-down slums. That's right. And you don't gotta go to Africa to know that each race, when they want to make fun of another race, they don't point to the most advanced parts of that race's community. They go right to the slums and the projects. So let's not act like we don't know the game that's being played. That's what I'm tripping off, and then try to change the narrative. Because I'm gonna admit, FBA people know exactly that there are advanced parts of Africa, but they choose not to focus on them. They choose to specifically focus on the beaten down, downtrodden parts so they can make fun of Africans. Now, you may not like that, but I'm telling you the truth so that you don't think niggas is just ignorant. That's right. Now, niggas may be evil. Niggas may be harsh. You may say, damn, Sanchez, that's wrong. You telling me black folks know that there are advanced parts of Africa? Yeah, stupid. We just don't want to talk about it. We want to talk about the poor parts, the slum parts. Right. And people may say, boy, that's evil. You're right. And guess what that's called? Fighting fire with fire. I admit that. I admit that FBA is doing that, and that the tethers that come over here is doing that too. So what you got is a war going on. And I ain't gonna lie, the reason I'm on FBA side is because the people that's fighting against them have delineated, they got flags and exclusive identities. Everyone has said for years, black people don't got no identity. Now when we forge one for ourselves, they want to take it away. So that's why I'm standing on FBA side. I don't think no other group of humans can tell a group of humans they don't have the right to have a flag and a national identity when you got these small hats in power who have forged an identity for themselves that's a false one, and everyone respect it. That's right. And you telling me I can't have a real one? You got people that the whole world respect, and they got a false identity. People think they the chosen people of God. They calling themselves Israelites. People respect they fake identity, and they won't respect my real one. They won't respect my real one, but they'll respect them people fake one, and they don't think I'm gonna ride with delineation. Yeah, man, this stuff ain't gonna stop what FBA doing, bro. So some dude said, IShowSpeed made all the American think we're indoctrinated to think Africa is a huge dumpster. That's exactly what he did. IShowSpeed ain't nothing but a coon. He wears dresses, play hella gauge up. He taint the image of a strong, serious black man. He paint us out to be dumb, slow, ignorant, chicken-eating, cotton-picking Negroes. Seriously. And this is no different to that. Him making it out to the world that I can't believe black people are that dumb in America. Black people didn't know that Africa is advanced. Yes, we did. And we was teaching the world that Africa was advanced. We got scholars and teachers and leaders over here in America that stood behind Africa and was teaching the greatness about Africa, not just how advanced it is today, but how advanced and mighty Africa was in the past too. And now y'all gonna just rewrite history because we delineating. And act like black folks didn't even know Africa was advanced. The argument was never about us being ignorant about Africa being advanced. Oh, you said Africa got sidewalks and subways and McDonald's. You didn't think we know that? It's a Pizza Hut right by the Giza pyramids, dummy. You think you just teaching us that now? I don't think nobody else took more fucking trips to Africa than black folks. They got entire tours that they do every year taking black folks to Egypt. They got schools in New York dedicated to teaching black people Egyptian greatness, and they don't got them nowhere else. You know what's sad? Black people been representing Africa for a long time, man. And they acting like they teaching us now that Africa advanced. So everybody doing that, you notice they getting hella views, the algorithm pushing it. If you black, it's time to get on code and get serious, because there's a lot of groups against you, man. And the people that run the media outlets, they're working the algorithm against your message and agenda too. We've really got to get on code, man. People now trying to rewrite history like black folks are slow. Like everyone in the world knew that Africa had advanced places in it but us. Just because we're joking on them being ashy and we joking on them eating bushmeat. Now you didn't know that there was? No, it wasn't about that, bro. We know it was. That's called changing the narrative. Look at everyone that's doing that, because that's what you call boule, COINTELPRO, control opposition. I'm telling you now. Ain't no, bro, we was teaching the world how great Africa was when the rest of the world was saying Africa was a dump. Tell me I'm lying. Black people was teaching the world about the greatness of Egypt, and we still doing it now. We got Pan-Africans right now going along with IShowSpeed when it really makes them look bad. Because they literally got institutions where they're teaching the greatness of Africa. And IShowSpeed doing a show saying, I didn't even know Africa was this advanced, making it look like black folks are not teaching this information. When ain't nobody writing more books on Egypt and Africa than black people. That's right. We got all kind of motherfucking books and scholars, and we still got religious systems now that's based upon Africanism. And you can't show me other groups with these. But they're trying to make it like these groups know more about Africa than black folks now. Just because black folks deciding to delineate, they're gonna rewrite history and say, well, we gotta reteach them the greatness of Africa and how advanced and great Africa is. Like, bro, we've been teaching that. We was teaching that more than the damn Africans, to tell you the truth. That's right. We was spit, like when you listen to our music, a lot of our early music was glorifying Africa. We had names like Africa Bombada, for example, Zulu Nation. Even when you look at African musicians, they not repping it that hard. So to act like now you got to teach black folks because we're stupid. No, we just smart. We just delineating. And you want to change the narrative like it's just an ignorance issue. You got to teach them how advanced and great Africa is, and then they'll want to identify as an African. No, showing us pretty sidewalks and nice buildings ain't showing us shit. Every continent got built up places and shitholes. So when you have groups coming over here that's pointing out the ghetto and the projects, then you gotta expect black folks to point out their ghetto and projects. And guess how both groups are gonna respond? The black folks are gonna say, we got more to offer than just ghettos and projects. Look at these scholars and these up class places that we got too. All black people don't live in projects and slums. There are black people that live in Beverly Hills. This is what we tell the Africans. And so now what are the Africans doing? They're telling us all Africans don't live in slums. We got uppity places, built up places too. So both groups are doing the same thing, but FBA don't have a big platform to give them an outlet. You know, the mainstream narrative is going to promote the out of Africa theory and the Africanism. Both groups are doing the same thing, and the truth, and this truth can be said about both groups. Both groups know for a fact that each group got more to offer than what they're showing when they're joking on each other. And if you go to like a stand-up comedy show, the comedian may joke on a different race or a group, but he knows that group got more to offer than that. Like he may joke on the fact that Mexicans can work hard, even though he know that there are rich ass Mexicans that don't gotta work at all. They live in luxury. They don't gotta do no work. But he's stereotyping just to make a joke, because it's called roasting. So when I got to roast a person, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to look for the bad shit, not the good stuff. So yes, both groups are doing this to each other. Let's talk about that. And if we want to unite these groups, let's deal with the truth on what these groups are doing to each other. And let's quit making up these false narratives. Like, one group don't know that the other group is advanced. No, both groups are just intentionally looking for the bullshit on purpose to make fun of each other. That's the facts. That's right. I'm not going to show up here today and sugarcoat it and play with y'all for views. I'm not going to feed the algorithm like these guys doing. None of that. I'm going to just come tell you the truth about it. You got black people in America that's feeding the algorithm coming out saying, yeah, man, I'm glad IShowSpeed did that so he can teach black people how advanced Africa is. And they forgetting that we are the teachers of Africa. Show me another group that got Pan-African studies in their goddamn culture. I'll wait. That's right. At all of the black colleges in America, they teach Pan-African studies. You can't take up Pan-African studies at Yale and Princeton. We made it our business to teach these kids how great Africa was in America to black people, and I don't even see other groups doing that. That's right. The groups that y'all are trying to act like are smarter than us when it comes to them knowing that Africa is advanced, and now black folks somehow don't know that. Everybody gotta get amnesia. They gotta act like Egypt ain't embedded within hip hop. They just got to play dumb, y'all. And this is what the algorithm is doing to us, is rewriting history. That's right! Because people don't really care about telling the truth as much as they do about going with the popular narrative so that they can feed their channel the views. I can do the same thing. I know the whole algorithm, the whole scheme. I just don't want to do it. I'm not going to conform. I'm going to always be the real voice of reason and the real rebel rouser. No one else want to push back at the social norms. And that's all FBA doing. FBA is pushing back at a social norm that's been around for a long time. And the social norm, one thing that's normal in our society is that black folks don't have an identity, meaning a flag or nation, a name to say this is us exclusively, like other groups. And another thing that's being normalized now is that we see that was true for a long time. And the problem was galvanizing black people under one agenda to even get us united, to have an exclusive identity and to come up with one. That was the problem. That just happened with FBA, groups like ADOS, FBA. And it galvanized this particular group under a flag and an agenda. And that is now becoming their national identity. They're with a flag and all of that. And you got to think, who are you to take that away from a group of people? Any group of people, if they want to right now, can come together with enough people and form a town, a city, or a nation. Did you know that? That's right. That's called being sovereign. If you deny FBA that, you're saying that the only identity we can be is the default templates that the social engineers gave us through slavery and paper genocide. Meaning you don't have the right to self-identify yourself, which is a freaking God-given right. Everybody got that. There can be a new group right now that go and buy them some land, and they got 200, 300 people, and they can say, this is our flag, and this is our little nation right here. Can't nobody deny them that. That's a little nation. They can build, it can grow. If these people can build nations, why can't we build one? It used to be a thing in America called nation building, and now they stopping that now. We used to teach nationalism. The whole word nationalism has the root word nation in it. The Nation of Islam, for example. No one gonna go tell the Nation of Islam they can't be a group of black people with their own nation and their own flag. If another group of black people wanted to pop up tomorrow with a different flag and a different name, they can be the Nation of Melchizedek. Shout out to the brother, right? They can be the Nation of Sanchez, goddammit. And they can say, here go our flag, here go our land, this is our temple. What you gonna say? Man, that's division. Dude, every group got that. Even Scientology got a flag, a symbol, and a group land. Like, come on. That's delineation. And this is why black folks is doomed. Because you got white folks coming together building their own towns out here. Underground cities and everything. And when black folks come together and try to build some, everybody tag team and go against it with propaganda. If shit hit the fan, we gonna be the first group to go. Because we're just not allowed to be equal. Everyone else can do stuff that we can't do. When we do it, we bad guys. But everybody fucking doing it. That's right. And just the fact that this conversation is going on this long shows you people don't want us to come together, black people, which is why I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put all my ego aside in 2026 and unite with my motherfucking people, because it's making a lot of people mad, man. That's right. Real talk, bro. Making a lot of people mad, and I don't know why. Why? Shout out to K. John Cole. IShowSpeed can compare to Muhammad Ali. Shout out. Thank y'all for the love. You know, so the floor is open. Hey, shout out to the sister Demi. Thank you for joining.
Mic check. I'm sounding okay. Peace and love. Peace
yeah, you
and love.
Sound good.
Thanks for having me, Brother Sanchez. Yeah, I'm stuck in the middle on this situation, because it is weighing on my heart about this FBA and Pan-Africanism and all this stuff. And because now I'm experiencing, Black Americans that are Pan-African are getting mad because, personally, I don't want to, like, so-called recognize Africa. And it's disturbing, actually, because I think it really is bringing division. I mean, the agenda is working, unfortunately. But my question, you already answered my question, and that was about the Moors' point of view. Where does the Moors stand in this? I'm trying to find a Moor.
Well,
I don't know whether
I'm gonna be honest with you. The Moors teach about us being also indigenous to Spain. So the Moors dress up like Spaniards. You know what I'm saying? And no one get mad at them. No one say y'all are being divisive. Think about what you just said, sister, right? I'm glad you brought up the Moors. The Hebrews are telling our people we are Israelites. They dress up like Israelite people. The Moors dress up like Spaniards. The Aboriginals dress up like Indians. No one say nothing to the Aboriginals, the Moors, the Hebrews. No one says nothing to what the Aboriginals get the most flack out of all of them. But you got a bunch of groups that have delineated our people into little groups, right? And I'm showing them to you. They even dress like the land that they identify, whether it's Spanish garb, Christian, Middle Eastern garb, Muslims, Allah, San Negro garb, right? Everyone got their costumes, you know, Nation of Islam, your bow tie guys, right? But I'm just saying, everyone can say, hey, here go my group of people. This is our flag. We're going to wear bow ties. For our color is red and black and white. We're called the Nation of Islam. And everybody say, okay, cool. That ain't nothing wrong with that, right? But then now you get this other group that say, okay, we're called Foundational Black Americans. Here go our flag. Here go what we're doing. And everybody, that's divisive. Every group have divided themselves up into a little section for their agenda. Even in the American military, it's divided up into groups, and each group got a mission. And each group got to respect the other group mission. Ours is a social political mission that's very necessary. And the fact that other people can't see that is crazy. The fact, and that's what I'm telling you, they can see it. The truth is that our people has been infiltrated by the boule. We got gate guards, and the gate guards use Pan-Africanism to create a gate so that you will never have pride to your indigenous American roots, because this is the most lucrative country to control. Why do you think the Africans coming over here? They can show us how advanced Africa is like we don't know, but the truth is that more Africans move to America than Americans move to Africa. And that's all FBA was saying, because this is, America has been the fucking superpower because it is deeper than resources. It's industries and brands that rule the world in America. And you ain't got to dig up out the ground for you to slap a Jordan logo on a $2 t-shirt, and now that t-shirt is $150. I'm just saying, you got black institutions in America that don't require mining or digging. It's just intellectual property that's worth trillions, like hip hop, R&B, neo soul. Now imagine an industry that don't require no machinery other than a microphone and a beat maker. And it's gonna make you trillions, like what gold doing and all that. And we undermine how great that is. We undermine how great our presence in America has been, and how every group, including America, has benefited off of our people. We undermine it just so that we can wear dashikis and tell folks, you don't like being Africa. And the fact that they gotta act like they're teaching us how advanced Africa is, it's a cop-out. They ain't got no other arguments. Because everyone we know how advanced Africa is. But you know, everything else, what I'm saying, is what they're trying to undermine. And it's only gonna make FBA stronger, if you ask me.
Yeah. No, so I don't want to say this subject, but I was just they said something about the FBA wanted to deport Nicki Minaj. Is that just gossip? Was that really true?
They was joking.
Okay, they didn't.
Being funny again, because she's black. She's a black American. That was just a joke, I think, because I think she's black, right?
I thought she was from Trinidad or something like that. Because
I don't know. Maybe
okay. I was like, whoa, that's getting really petty. That's getting really petty if they doing that. Well, you know, and there's this big issue about the 14th Amendment, how you know, they trying to amend that once again, according to, you know, the birth, the soil that, you know, you're birthed in and stuff like that, and I'm not happy with it, actually, because I think this division is going to be a big headache, and it's going to be a big headache for us, I believe.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Do you think that a Jamaican man waving his flag in the air is being divisive in America?
Ooh.
Not trigonometry question. Does a
Well, no,
person?
because
I'm gonna ask another way. If a
okay.
person come from, let's say Nigeria, do they got to leave their Nigerian flag in Nigeria and just simply be American? Or we gonna get mad at them for saying, wait a minute, I'm Nigerian American and I'm gonna put my Nigerian flag next to my American flag? And do they have the right to divide themselves up out the group of just America and say, well, I'm a Nigerian American? Do they have that right?
I'm gonna say yes.
Do you have that right if they got it?
Yeah. If I have some Nigerian,
No.
you
What I'm
know,
saying is, do you have the right to say I'm a foundational
I would say
American? Meaning,
I
listen, you gotta listen because you're not hearing,
okay.
you don't get the context and the point. It ain't me being a Nigerian. It's me
Okay.
being an exclusive American because no one uses the word American as the end all be all. People say I'm a Japanese American. I'm a Korean American when they want to specify what type of American. And just to give you another example, sister, they do this in Africa too. No one in Africa just says I'm an African. They say I'm a Kenyan, a Nigerian. I'm from the Butu tribe. They will specify. My question is, do we have the right to specify, to be a special group among ourselves like others?
Yes.
There we go. So why don't people want to respect our right to do so? Can I ask you a question now? Why don't people want to respect our right to do so? What are your theories on why?
Well, I think we're definitely set apart. Um, Personally, I really think we're gods, gods and goddesses, really. But it's I think it does have something to do with the bloodline and everything. But I personally think that we are definitely set apart from everyone else. And if we recognize that, then we run the world. A fairy
Exactly.
tale.
Nah, you're right because we got the biggest influence through hip hop and urban street culture. It has dominated worldwide. And they can't let us steer that ship. It has always been steered by the small hats, and the small hats own all of the social media outlets, which is why they control the algorithm and the popular narrative, which is why when we see the popular narrative, it's against Black Americans like it always is. Why do we go with the popular narrative and go against ourselves? We don't see how it undermines our right to do what everyone else doing. And we've been saying we don't, it's not equal rights in America and that we don't have the same rights other groups got. Because like I said, the smoke they got for us, they should have it for Israel because Israel is a delineated nation. The nation of Israel is pushing a Zionist agenda against the world, bankrupting America. They got their own flag, own agenda that's anti-American, undermining, and no one talking about them. You talking about a group of people that never had an identity. They finally get one and everybody mad. Boy, that's really sad. It's sad. It's a sad time to be Black, but you know what? It's a good time. You got to get strong and realize that anything good you want, you're going to have to fight for it. Other groups had to fight for their right to be a specific group because whoever controlling you and exploiting you, your group for not having an identity and an agenda of their own, those people are going to be the hurt dogs that cry the moment your group say, you know what, let's come together and unite and start making our own missions. Anybody go against that, you going to see who was sitting with the devil all along because ain't nothing good. How is that a bad thing for a group of people that's been divided and all that to say, look, how about we finally come the fuck together and let's put our power in numbers? Like every other group. So whoever go against that is trying to keep this group powerless. And we got to pay attention to that.
gosh, I agree. I personally, I'm gonna tell you the God's honest truth. What I think, I feel like they want to do this destiny swap with them versus us. I really do, and you know, I feel I don't know how ahead they are, but I wanted to ask you one more question. Well, I don't know how much ahead they are in the agenda, but I wanted to ask you a question about the Somalians, because that was another sort of hurtful thing that happened that sort of sparked up, you know, this, you know, FBA and Pan African, you know, this little division thing that's going on. What's your views about the Somalia incident? Because I mean, personally, that was a little
Can you
hurtful.
remind me on that incident? It's been so much stuff happening. My bad.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't want to, because I've been so busy. I only been reading about it, but I know that they are deporting a lot of Somalians because of this particular scam or something,
Right.
and that Minnesota, they claimed that Minnesota was promised to them. So now you got a lot of American Somalians fighting over the land of Minnesota. Can you believe that? And that was so unbeknownst to me, what was going on behind the scenes, and it sort of was frightening a little bit. Not to have fear, but it was sort of like I was amazed that maybe, you know, are we late, or you think that we still got a head in this game, in this so-called agenda? Because I feel like there's more Pan-Africans than FBAs.
Yeah, because Pan-African is the default identity that FBA had. This is what people not realizing. FBAs are all ex-Pan-Africans. And we never denounced Pan-Africanism until Pan-Africanism denounced us. FBA is a political movement that was addressing reparations. And in order for us to get reparations, we got to delineate like every other group, like when the Jews got them. And the thing about it, because of that, the Pan-Africans and other groups was like, you ain't gonna get reparations, no way. That stuff just divisive. Because in order for us, if we were gonna get reparations, we would have to delineate. So they just saying, fuck even trying to get reparations just so that we can stay Pan-Africans. But we saying we can stay Pan-Africans. We can still dress up like Egyptians and promote Africanism and all that, at the same time saying we are the foundational Black Americans too, because that's what the Pan-Africans teaching. Even if you want to go with the Pan-African ideology, the Pan-Africans teach that the first Americans were Black people from Africa, meaning we were the foundational Black Americans. They're going against their own damn teachings just to keep us from delineating as a specific group, just so other people who come into America can be able to say we all one big family, even though these other groups got their own individual flags and nations.
Wow. See, I think our reparations are being funded by, I think they're giving it away. Personally, I really do. I think our reparations has been given away, and I mean, I don't look forward to seeing any kind of reparations, not in the near future. Yeah, I just want to, yeah, you answered my questions, Brother Sanchez.
And then people will say, well, Black people don't have no culture. That's another big popular topic out. But they'll say, they'll only tell that to FBAs in their defense of Pan-Africanism. We don't have a culture, but if we don't have a culture, what is Pan-Africanism? Us cosplaying a culture? Shout out to Joshua Tillington. We're a new race, white, Black, and Indian. Time to classify. Shout out to you, Joshua Tillington. Appreciate the love. I'm going to drop the link again, too. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't comment on this your topic because I have not had a chance to go over it. I mean, what is it? Can you give me a brief summary a little bit, because it is interesting. What is this picture? Who is this? What is this picture did somebody go to Africa or something and experience it, or
What picture?
Well, your topic, your topic of the day. It has a picture.
Well,
What happened? What
it
is
ain't
going on?
really a topic as much as it is a question. Is I'll ask you the question then. What did
Okay.
IShowSpeed's Africa trip prove to FBA? What can
That's
we
why.
learn from it? Yeah.
Well, that's why I wanted you to get a brief summary because I don't. I have not. I've been so busy. I have not. This is
Yeah,
news to me.
well, listen, it ain't the question ain't for me to answer. It's me basically hosting a show asking every caller the question, but since you're not a Pan-African, I ain't gonna force the question on you. I know you just kind of chilling or whatever. So, but
Hmm.
so anybody else coming up that's a Pan-African, or if you just want to support our show Speed, I will ask you that question. I want you to answer that first, and you go and y'all can say what you want after that. Thank you, Paul Ball, when he said people got to think for themselves. And that's what I'm saying. FBA is now a group of people that's thinking for ourselves. We saying we don't got to be called black just because they told us that. We don't got to be called Christians just because they told us that. We don't got to be called African American or Pan Africans because they told us that. In other words, we don't got to identify as none of the stuff that they already created for us. We can make our own grassroots shit. See, they want us to be Nation of Islam, Christians, Muslims, Catholics. Anything outside of the boxes that they gave us is going to get met with resistance like FBA. And that's proof what I've been telling y'all. All the popular ideologies are controlled by the Boule and Freemasons. This is what I mean by gate guards. The gates aren't physical gates. They are psychological, ideological gates. And anyone that try to go outside of those thought barriers will be ridiculed. They will create narratives on social media, hit pieces like they did with Flat Earth to deny you that. They would undermine that. They want to keep you in. If you can't identify by nothing else other than the options they gave you, conservative, liberal, Crip blood, drug boy, dope boy, you can't say I'm a foundational black American, but you can say I'm a real nigga, cuz. Y'all better peep game.
Hmm. And what I've noticed also in the community is that now there's this big controversy about the DNA or these yeah, these, is it the DNA testing and stuff? People say it's true. Some people don't believe in them, and it's just bringing up this whole new hoopla about say it isn't so, or say you know what I'm saying, say it's not true. It's like it's open up a little cans of worms, so to say. It's like a domino effect in some of the you know I guess you could say the problems that we have with this the FBA and the Pan Africanism that I've been
It's not a
observing.
problem that FBA got. It's a problem other people got. Let me show you how this works, sister.
Oh.
Let me show you how this works, sister. I got the freedom of speech. I got the right to say what I want, and it's soldiers that died for my freedom to speak the speech. If a person don't like what I'm saying, it ain't my fucking problem. It's their problem. I don't care because I'm gonna exercise my right anyway. It's my right. So if I got the right to delineate and self-identify and a person don't like it, whose problem is that? I'm gonna use my right anyway, regardless of who like it. You get what I'm saying, sister? That's what I'm telling you. It ain't a FBA problem. It's a Pan-African problem.
Oh, you know what? They was trying to switch it like it was the FBA. Right. Well, exactly would make sense, but
FBA is solving a problem.
solving the problem. Right, right, right. That they're trying to bring confusion into the midst too, as well, as far with people's understanding. That's what I've been observing too. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to be FBA then.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. I
Yeah,
show
but
speed is entertaining folks. He's been to China too. Not only that, right? He ain't doing that different than what he been doing. They're making it a nothing burger. IShowSpeed just try. He's getting paid to make black people look ignorant and stupid and goofy. They know that, but just because he's pushing Africanism, they give him a pass, even though he wore a dress, even though he do hella gay jokes, even though the man pick cotton on camera and eat fried chicken and watermelon for white people. They will let the minstrels, think about this now, we got black leaders that warned about coons like IShowSpeed, but we will give them a pass and welcome them into our ranks just because they promote Africanism. And we need to now have a red flag go up when we see coons and minstrels like IShowSpeed promote Africanism, because they not gonna let him promote nothing that's gonna help us and nothing that goes against the agenda and the corruption and whatever agendas they got. If he was doing some revolutionary, they wouldn't let him be pushing it on there. And the thing is, if Saucy Santana do a show in Africa, showing love and putting the spotlight on Africa, they gonna do the same thing to Saucy. See, these Pan-Africans don't really care about the image of black people in America. They just care about the worship and glorification of Africa. They don't even care if we look like fools to the world. They respect a religion of sucking up to Egyptian culture just so they can have this false, vain, emotional pride attached to a continent they'll never live in, while they don't want to come together with the group and do something in the country they do live in, which is what FBA is about. And these people pushing Pan-Africanism just telling you to go to Africa and buy land. That's what the white folks doing. I'm not a colonizer. I don't want to go buy up them people land when you got white folks and Mexicans gentrifying our land right here in America. Y'all backwards as hell. If you ain't gonna move to Africa, then you need to be fighting to make shit happen for your kids where you at, because your kids gonna be right here, nigga, not in Zimbabwe. So it's a false, vain mission that keeps us from really competing right here in America. It's a cop-out, because you don't really got to come together with your group in America and compete. That's hard to do. You can just sit back on your computer and dashikis and Egyptian guard, and people will pat you on the back for that, because he love his African roots. When if you trace your lineage back, you'll see all of the great accomplishments that you got ancestors right here in America that you need to acknowledge before you even get to Africa. It's called tracing your roots back. If you're gonna trace them back, then you got to go through America first. You can't skip over your mama and grandma and just start sucking King Tut off, nigga. These niggas want to just delete they great-great-grandmas and they rich history in America and just go right over there and suck off the pharaoh. All the rich history we got here that really matters because they trying to delete it. Ain't nobody trying to delete no African history. Everybody keep trying to let you know you're an Egyptian. Even the white man trying to teach that we Egyptians. The Dutch government just went to Africa and they tried to put black artists in the Dutch Museum of Africanism to say that blacks were Africans. And the African Museum turned them around and said no. The Egyptian government turned them around, the Dutch government, and said no, you're you're cultural appropriating. I read the article for y'all. So you got a whole white government, the Dutch government, who benefited the most from slavery. They going out of their way to go to Egypt to put black people in the African Museum. You think they love you that much? That ought to be a red flag to black people. Why would my enemy want the world to know I'm an Egyptian? Come on now. They do not want us to start identifying with the land where we at, y'all, because we've built so much here that they benefit from. That's just the facts. And I'm telling you, they already got people on standby, gate guards, these Pan-Africans and all these other folks, pushing the narrative like you're self-hating. You hate yourself if it's called tracing your roots back. and you don't want to think about it. If we all trace our roots back and the FBA people say, look, I'm going to start with my mama, my grandmother, my great grandmother, that would be called tracing your roots back and loving yourself, because you ain't leaving nobody out. You love yourself so much that when it come to tracing your lineage and your roots back, you ain't missing out on none of your ancestors. The Pan-Africans, on the other hand, say that they love themselves, but they don't want to really identify with their mama, daddy, grandma, and all that. Now, that's self-hate. That sound like a child that hate their parents, their forefathers, their direct blood, and they want to reach all the way back to King Tut tomb and identify with that. But I'm going to say this. If you can't respect your great-great-great-grandfather, then I don't think you got real respect for anything before that. Now, how you got more love for some of your ancestors than the other ones? And you saying you love your oldest ancestors the most, when you got recent ancestors that just bled and died for you right here on this soil. How that makes sense? So the Pan-Africans is about us denying our American lineage and just becoming neo-pagan Egyptologists. And that ain't what FBA is about. Tariq Nasheed still say that we come from Africa. And I don't even agree with that. I don't agree with the out of Africa theory. Most of FBA still teach that we come from Africa. But my point is, FBA never abandoned their African roots. The Pan-Africans gave us an ultimatum. They said, look, either you just gonna be a damn Pan-African or nothing else. And we said, well, if it's like that, then shit, we just FBA. You don't give us no ultimatums when we trying to do something to help the people here in America. We live in America, not Ghana. Salutes to you, sister. I'm just preaching here. Yeah,
No,
the flow is over.
I have to take a stance, because now they're saying, if we say something, well, my grandmother said we're this or we're that, you know, you got people saying, you got the Pan-Africans saying, well, your grandmother's a liar. Your grandmother don't know anything. You know, they saying stuff like that now. And it's like, wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because they got to undermine their own lineage and oracles and people who giving them the rich history. Think about this, sister. It's people out there, they don't got it's children that's born in foster homes and stuff, sister. They don't know who the hell they are. Some of us know friends that was born and they didn't have no parents. You know, they give a hard time for them to find out who they are, born in the state custody, all that. If you ain't born in state custody or foster care, and you got a great grandmother that you can go to, a great grandfather and all that, and you're not asking them your history, you going to the white man for it when he don't know his history, then yeah, we in trouble. And that's where we at right now. Because people will tell you, well, your grandmama ain't an expert or a scholar. You can't go tell that to the Dogon or the Ashanti tribe. Let the white man go up to the Ashanti tribe and try to tell them who the hell they are. They gonna say, we good. We gonna listen to our oracle, our elder. We know who we are. We good on that. We don't give a fuck how many degrees you got. How you know more about who I am than me. This ain't a conversation that's based on degrees. It's a natural respect for a human right to self-identify, meaning when you meet a stranger, you ask them who they are. You don't tell them who they are. Give a damn how many degrees you got. You gonna give every group they equal human respect and let them tell you who they are, because your degree can't tell how you know who the hell I am, man. Anybody we meet, I don't care how smart you are, you got to say, who are you? Where did your people come from? Give me your ethnicity. If that wasn't the case, then everybody we meet will just say you're an African, because we all come from Africa, right? okay, we all come from Africa, but the Brazilian man still say he a Brazilian. The Jamaican man still say he a Jamaican. Even if we go with the out of Africa theory, that don't stop no one for saying that I'm an exclusive type of African. No one just says I'm an African. That's would be the equivalent of just saying I'm a human. What type of human? Humans come from different lands and geographies and they got different frequencies and musics and shit and style. And we embrace that diversity with any other group. But when it come to us, nope. Your diversity is division.
I saw Sister Bethany on one of these Pan-African channel one night, and she was talking to this, well, he was African actually. And the thing that he said was, the white man paid him to come here. And I froze. I'm like, wow. What the
Who
hell
said the white man paid him to come here?
Yeah, the white man, he said, kept saying the white man paid him to come here. That's what he said. And I'm like, wow. This is for real. This is really, really for real if it's like that. Because they are saying that that's who is, starting all this division is, they claim the white man is behind all this. Do you think so, Sanchez? Do you think? I think it's I don't know. I really don't know. I'm a little bit confused when it comes to who's really doing it. Because if he's saying the white man paid him to come here, then it's deeper than what I think it is.
I didn't even catch that live, and I don't know the gentleman you talking about, and I don't know the really context of.
Right. I was just thinking about maybe if I talk to Sister Beth and she can explain more. But I just remember I turned the channel after he said that because it was I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all.
I would say that the white man ain't really the enemy. I would say it's the small hats. If you want to spit a specific group to blame, that would be more applicable. If you ask me.
Okay, because I thought that America is the sister country to Israel.
America is more like the big brother country to Israel, and it's evolving to Israel's dada at this point. At this point, it's safe to say we Israel's daddy because we taking care of them. I'm talking about like it's crazy, yeah. We Israel's daddy, and the child support is higher than a motherfucker. There we go.
I like that. Well, you answered all my questions. Now I know I have a better direction of what I'm going to stand for now because I wasn't taking this seriously, but obviously I think it's a must. So, I appreciate you, Brother Sanchez, for that. I have no more questions. I already know what I'm going to do as far as taking a stance of, of what's right for us. It's going to be definitely FBA. Definitely.
I don't understand. Like, let me ask you this too, sister. Do you think that black people were here since the beginning of America and helped build a foundation, if not were the main contributors to building the foundation of this country? Based upon us being free labor?
I'm going to say yes, I do. I believe that.
So that's why I said that the words foundational, black, and American, it shows, because it does three things. The foundational part shows exactly what we did. The black part shows who they call us. And the American part shows us to which kind of black people you talking about, the black Americans. The black people in the, because black is a worldwide term that everyone with color use, you feel me? So you need three of those because the foundation shows what we did, the black shows who we are, and the America shows where we at. now we just specified a unique, that's a specific group. Can't nobody else go under them 3 words if you ain't, you know what I'm saying? It specifies us to a unique, specific group. And I don't see how people don't understand the power in that. I don't understand that. Yeah.
I don't understand. No, I don't understand it either, because when you said that, it brought me up about another thing that I've been experiencing between this thing that's going on here, is that now we got people saying my family was never slaves. Then you got people saying my families were slaves.
And my thing, yeah, my thing is this: if the conversation of reparations come up, let's put it in a different context. Reparations is you stole something from us, and now you want to repair the situation and return at least a percentage of that stolen property. That's all it is. Are we tracking, Demi? Because we want to show what it is, and I'm gonna show you the problem. See, because if someone break in my house and steal something from me, and somebody else, when me and that person having a conversation about them giving me a percentage of my shit back that they stole, why do I need 10 niggas standing around us talking about he didn't steal nothing from me? Well, if he didn't steal nothing from me, you get your monkey ass out the way. It don't apply to you then. It is only to the victims. If this man broke in my house and he's saying, you know what, Sanchez, I'm thinking about giving you some of your stuff back and we're negotiating. Why would you interrupt that just to say, he didn't steal nothing from me? Bro, you're weird. Why are you even here? Who does that? You see what I'm saying? And that shows you a person like that got an agenda.
Definitely.
Because think about it. If I'm saying he stole something from me, and he's saying he stole something from me, and you show up screaming, but he didn't steal nothing from me, you're trying to cape for the damn robber. And it don't matter if he didn't steal nothing from you. If he stole something from anybody, he still need to repay for what he did. And that's that. These people don't see how they stand out. They only can fool the people that's dumbed down. And these dumbed down people, they don't understand how they playing a part in undermining and working against their own people, man.
Correct. Because the Pan-Africans feel that they should get even the Islanders and the Caribbeans, they feel that they're entitled to reparations as well. That's what I've been noticing.
And that's what I'm saying. If the person that broke in my house is talking to me about giving me some of my stuff back, if he broke in somebody else's house down the street and they walk up and interrupt the conversation, it's gonna be smoke for them too, bro. Wait your turn. He broke in my house. He's talking about him giving me some of my stuff back. He can't do this with everybody at the same time. Let him repair it and let me look in his bag and see what he took from me, get my shit, then we can get in a line, nigga. You wait, don't be interrupting my shit, talking about what he steal or didn't steal from you. We doing business. Move out the way. You see what I'm saying? Every man gonna understand what I'm saying, because this is called cop blocking. Because, bro, okay, he stole some out your house too. Let me get my shit back. I'm already talking to the man. And then I swear, you next, my nigga. I'm gonna make sure you get to holler at him next. But you ain't gonna hold up me getting my shit back. That's what's going on. And you see what I'm saying? Shout out to the people joining. We got my brother Retton, P.ISO, and Zoom user. What your name is, man? Salutes. Welcome, y'all.
Salute.
What up, Sanchez?
What's good? On? Oh, what's good? That's my brother Willie.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Much love and respect. For sure.
Much love. Can I say something to you just real quick? And
yeah,
I don't want to throw it off subject. I just want to say something to you. Just 2 things, just real quick. Yo, I was gonna text you this and tell you this, but I had to tell you to your face, bro. Your Tartarian talk is the dopest shit since fucking his and her story, bro. You are killing that shit, bro.
I'm gonna
Just
stay
know that.
on that. I'm on that
Kill,
consistently, and I'm
bro.
finna
You are
start.
kill, bro. That's a
Yeah,
whole nother aha.
it is, man. I ain't gonna lie. Guess what I'm about to start doing?
What's
Coming with
up?
the visuals and the documentary style joints with it.
Ugh,
Yeah,
that
that's
shit
what I'm
is
gonna
a
do too.
whole nother realm for you, Sanchez. Your delivery on that is flawless, G. Also,
Yeah.
I want to let y'all know I'm a K through 12 music teacher now, man.
What?
So
Hell yeah,
yeah,
bro.
yeah, I got
What's
footage and
up?
stuff. I'm gonna send you to your
What's up?
phone. You can see
That's
me,
what's
bro.
up.
I'm doing a
Oh
new album.
shit.
I'm doing a new album with the kids for the Grammy. You know, I got homies in the Grammy nominees for children's albums. So
Man,
I'm
that's
working on a
Good.
good.
children's album right
That's
now.
what's up.
Mm.
So I'm gonna put all the kids on the choir. It's gonna be like Kirk Franklin type stuff. You know what I'm saying, with the North
Yeah.
Post. Yeah,
Hell
man. We're gonna.
yeah, man.
So I'm gonna send
That's
you
so
footage of me.
far.
I'm gonna send you footage of me and the kids, Sanchez. But that's what I've been doing, bro. Working with the kids, bro.
Man, that's amazing, bro. I
And we fed
appreciate that.
200 families Christmas. 200 families, man. Gave 200 family gifts. So
You know.
I ain't been on the panel because I've been working, but it's always FE, my nigga.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
yes, sir.
Hey
Yes,
man,
sir.
that's good stuff you doing, Willie, man. We appreciate what you doing for the people, man.
Man, I appreciate, and I'm listening. I don't want to jump in. I didn't even know. I just got on. Redden told me you was on, but I want to tell you that Tartarian stuff to your face. Now I'm about to listen and catch up. I appreciate you.
Oh yeah, man. You know, I know I'm like Dr. Dre or Nas when it comes to putting these albums out, but my album gonna be out this year, man. So
Man,
be
drop
on the
that shit,
lookout,
man.
bro. I know it, man. Let me quit, man.
I'm still
I
gonna
got
rap good, but I'm definitely doing some stuff for the children, man. I got some
yeah.
bangers. I'm gonna send you some samples to your phone, bro, of the kid bangers I've been doing with a 7-year-old, man.
Hell
My
yeah,
stepdaughter.
boy.
My stepdaughter. So, yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right,
That's
y'all.
facts.
I'm gonna listen in.
For sure, man. Shout out to my brother Willie. And
Shout
to the
out,
chat
Sanchez.
room too. Y'all hanging tight with us, man. We in here for it. Let's go ahead to the next callers. Y'all got it, man. P dot and Retton. How y'all doing, man?
What's going on? Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm just tuning in. You know what I'm saying? I heard you talking about other black folks, or I ain't gonna lie. I don't really call them black folks because you was the one that said it. You know what I'm saying? Like, black people over here, we really the black folks, and the other countries is they come over here, but they don't understand the real black struggle. For real. And
Mm-hmm.
that stuck with me.
Mm-hmm. And my thing be, you can come over here and not understand it. So because you don't understand it, don't undermine it. Because
Right?
P dot, if I go to a country because I'm just visiting or I'm there because it's a better opportunity and I don't understand some of the groups that's already there, I'm gonna keep my mouth closed and shut the hell up and just peep game. And if
Yeah.
anything, I'm just not gonna say nothing because guess what? I'm already benefiting. I'm coming from a messed up country. I got these benefits. I'm over here. I'm making more money. I'm feeding my family. I ain't finna start no mess with nobody,
Hell no.
right? So the reason they do it, because white America or the people in power here incentivize them to do it. When they get over here, they see the white nationalists talking this crap about black folks, and they see
Right?
the mainstream media promoting that narrative about blacks, so they hop on the mainstream media narrative.
No facts.
And that's why you can have a group come over here that don't understand you but still undermine you.
Them facts. Yo, I see it, man. I do see it, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, I see it with the Africans, man. I see it with the Africans, man. I'm gonna just be real, man. I mean, I know you got African people, African audience and stuff, but like, I see it with the Africans, man. That's all I can say,
Yeah.
man.
And if you really want to know what IShowSpeed taught the world, he taught the world that when black people go to other countries, we don't go undermining people. We just go to have fun. Like the
Facts,
Passport Brothers, like all the niggas that
right?
travel. Right. We don't go to these other countries talking against groups and shit. We go trying to date they women, eat they food, and play
Right.
games, have like what
And just
Speed
have a
did.
good ass time.
Right.
Yeah.
But they
Nah,
come
for
over
real.
here and they fucking get with the fucking white supremacists and talk shit and do all that. That's what Speed showed for real, but they missed that part.
Shit. Hey. You the OG, man. You gotta tell us about it, man. You gotta put us on. I mean, you the
Mm-hmm.
OG to me. You know what I'm saying? You big bro to me. So shit,
Man,
you
much
gotta put us
respect,
on with
you
that
know.
shit.
Shit's crazy, man. I'm talking about the reason why I'm covering this stuff, because guess what? When they want to target a group and make it easy to round your ass up, they already got ice in the hood. They just shot some folks. Listen, ain't nobody gonna care when they start becoming a police state against everybody. And for them to bring America to a militant police state against all Americans, they gotta get all Americans to let them to
Yeah,
agree with.
they gotta
They
agree
they
on it.
gotta. So
Yeah,
what they get? Hold up. They gotta get all Americans to agree to do it against one group. And if everyone agree that we can do it to black people, then after they do it to blacks, it's open up for every fucking body. That's what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
if they make it okay to, that's why dudes say an injustice anywhere is an injustice everywhere.
I believe that. I believe that to an extent. You know what I'm saying? I definitely believe that. Cause it's like, man, if it's gonna happen to them motherfuckers, it's gonna eventually start happening to you, bruh. It's just like that. These motherfuckers don't stop.
Yeah,
It's
man.
just like that.
The church didn't just start burning people at the stake. They had to dehumanize them people in society first and make it okay. And then everybody was like, yeah, burn that motherfucker, she a witch. But the word witch was like the ancient word. Today they would use terrorist or science denier or something like that. But that's all witch meant. It just meant you using methods and ideologies that go against what the tradition and stat quo is, and we don't know your methods and ideology. We don't know your technology. Kill your ass. Fuck it. You know. You
I can
thinking
see that.
outside the box. You outside. That's all it was. So before they can round your ass up, they gotta demonize you first on a social level. And if your
Facts.
group don't take that serious, and I'm from the military, I can tell you right now, America got a history with black folks that we can't sleep on, and that under Trump and how they activating the far right and the white Christian nationalists, especially after Charlie Kirk, and again what ICE is doing right now, we can't be playing when it comes to coming together and really on a political and social level speaking up for our group, because what they doing is dehumanizing us on a mainstream level, and it makes it easier for everyone to say, yeah, we don't care what happened to them, you know, or if whatever happened to them, good riddance, you know.
Yeah.
That's a dangerous position to be in for your group. And I
I
mean,
got a
you got,
question.
yeah, you got it.
I got a question for you, man. So, do you think is it possible for all black people, at least black Americans, to come on one front? Honestly, I don't think it's true, but what you think, man?
FBA shows that it already happened.
I'm saying, nah, not all black folks. My cousins, my
Well,
family
well,
don't know who FBA is.
I'll say this, right? It's impossible for any group for 100% of that group to all come together. I'll give you that, because all Jews ain't together on running the world, but it don't take
Yeah.
all. It just take a few good men.
Mm.
It because the people that run the world is less than 1%. We got them beat when it come to numbers, but it don't matter about everybody in your group coming together. If enough of y'all come together who talented and smart and all that, and I'm pretty sure we got enough people to make some shit happen. We're in the phase of galvanization. Once you get these people together and they start interacting under this one identity, Then they start networking. They start seeing who is what and building infrastructures economically and all that. And that's what they scared of, because every group do business within a group, like the small hats. But we don't. We're just consumers. We spend all of our money, go out of our group, and it don't come back in. But see what FBA represent with delineation. Under delineation, you gotta spend within your group and all that. Now, this is what black nationalism tried to do. It tried to galvanize black people under this one unified agenda that we see with FBA. And, you know, the thing about what's going on now, they're trying to make it like, well, we already got a movement to do that with, when really we have several movements to do that with. Who cares if we get another one now? Because the Nation of Islam is a whole nother nation. Hebrews are saying that they the nation of Israel. So, yeah, go ahead.
My bad.
No,
My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just saying, you brought up them, like, but you don't think that they in the way, though? Like,
who in the way?
The Hebrews and Nation of Islam and all that shit.
They are in a way, and what you do about that is you come with alternative ideologies, because this is a recruitment war. And if you got a bunch of groups that are the big groups and they in the way, like you said, the Hebrews, the church, all them, and then you get a group that's got a real legit mission like FBA, then guess what I'm gonna do to combat all these popular groups that's in the way? I'm gonna get with the new group that's literally standing for something that's about something. Because it's a recruitment war. And it's about now we giving them another option. Come over here versus be a Hebrew or all that. And it's dangerous to do that, because all of the ideologies they laid out as options for us are controlled opposition for real.
Yeah.
So now you know that FBA ain't controlled opposition, because it's getting the most hate, because it's grassroots. If we was some boule control shit, everybody'd be pushing it. It'll be on TV everywhere. It'll be like, I'm so proud of black people for uniting and finally coming together to have a social political agenda. Clap it up for black folks. It's about time, niggas, right? It'll be promoted that way in the media, and it'll really blow up. But the media, anything that's really good for us, they gonna combat it.
I ain't gonna lie, bro, man. Like, I fucks with the FBA shit, but I don't like how it's just one nigga the face of it. Like, I don't. Nah, that's where it gets kind of weird on that shit, bro.
I'm gonna tell you something right now,
and
bro.
You put niggas on with that one.
Hold on a second, bro. Calm down. Let me say one thing real quick.
My bad. I'm good.
There's something called Pan-Africanism, right? There's one nigga who's the face of it. His name Marcus Garvey. Let me stay with you. There's something called Crip, right? There's one nigga the face of it. His name Tukey Williams, right? And you can do the same for blood. Listen, there's something called Nazi Germany. It was one nigga who was the face of it, and he had a big old mustache, right? So let me tell you something, bro. That ain't true what you saying about FBA. That is one nigga who the face of it. What is true, if me and you had a basketball team, P-Dot, with 5 players on the court, the nigga that can play the best gonna shine, and you can't hate on it. Guess what niggas gonna say? I don't like that LeBron James is the nigga that's the face of the team. Well, get your skills up. Tariq Nasheed is on the media. He making noise. He's putting his face out there. I can't hate on that. He didn't want to even be the face of it. But when you fucking, I can't help it that if me and you on a team, I'm the shit. I ain't asked to be the face of it. Sanchez. Right, you see what I'm saying? Yeah, so salute to that, man.
I ain't combating you, bro. Like I'm just going.
I'm just saying you got a good question. You asking good questions, bro. This ain't no smoke for you at all.
I've been listening to you for years, man, and it's just like I was there when you was putting niggas out with Sinetta with the red shirt shit, like nigga. So it's like all I was just saying is like, you know what I'm saying, when you was the one that was telling niggas that, you know what I'm saying, like if it's one nigga that's the face of some shit, you better just be weary about that shit. And look.
But it ain't no one nigga that's the face of FBA, though. But you gotta abandon that point, because I'm telling you, you're wrong. People ask Tariq Nasheed all the time, is he the leader of FBA? You can't be the leader of my family lineage. I keep telling you, ain't
Facts.
no,
Them
listen,
facts.
do you hear me, bro? Listen what I'm saying. Who's the leader of Jamaican people or Haitian people? They're just a
Right?
lineage of people, bro. Ain't no leader to Jamaican people with Bob Marley. And if you say, well, Bob Marley, the leader to Jamaican people, he's not. Again, he just was making a lot of noise and he was a popular Jamaican, so he became the face of the culture. That's going to happen in every group. Look at Bruce Lee. He was
I
the
get you.
face for Asians.
The
I
people
get you.
choose. People be choosing the people. They
I
don't
get what
choose.
you're saying.
That's like your nickname. They give you a nickname. You don't name yourself.
No,
So it
I
just
get what you mean. I get what you mean. It just hit me. It just hit me. I get it. I get it. I ain't gonna lie, man. I've
But
been
these
doing a
some
little
good
drinking,
questions,
man. So
though.
if I'm turning up, if I go up and down, it's the liquor, man. It's the liquor, bro. I'm
Now,
my bad.
guess what, bro? I
I'm listening.
believe I believe that you asking good questions and making the show fire. I salutes to you, man. I'm drinking with you. But
Turn
salutes
up.
to shout out to Global Status, man, for joining.
hey, look, Sanchez, real quick.
Shout
Mhm.
out, man.
You gonna have them boys punching the air like Trey on Boys in the Hood. How you talking about how they taught them how to be animals? That is like mind blowing, bro. But I just wanted to let you know that was crazy. I don't know
Yeah,
what made you say that, but it makes so much sense, bro.
you know
That shit is crazy.
I'm having a new awakening, Retton, because I'm starting to read because I said, listen, if Earth is a simulation, why would we come into it and start off in the jungle and shit crawling around? If we was advanced enough to make a whole simulation, we gonna come in that bitch building big buildings and be sophisticated from the get-go.
On the jump.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I liked it that when you did
Fire,
that.
fire, Sanchez. I didn't mean to change the subject, but I just had to get that out.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some more open panels on Tartaria and all that. We finna blow it up with the Tartaria shit on my main channel. I just gotta space it out because I've been uploading so much shit at one time over there. So I'm letting it breathe a little bit.
Keep your foot on their neck, man. They don't want to deal with this one you got here. This one here, this is the one, Sanchez. I can't wait to hear somebody got to try to rebuttal that one.
Right, real talk. I ain't finna be too long though, Sanchez. I just see if I want to request something, see if you can make it happen.
Gerbil,
But
what up, boy?
hey man, hey, go on, Rectum. Go on now.
The heart of a lion, but the skills of a hamster.
Hey man, stop letting them play with your rectum like that,
All right,
man.
great.
You gotta stay up, bro. But
Okay.
I wanted to
Man, I got to give you niggas a show where y'all debate on flat power for real. I bet y'all ain't down. Go ahead, Global.
hey, you know I'm with it. But what's the name? The old girl on the panel, man. Shout out to her, man. When she said she basically was saying that we the chosen people because everybody against us. It's like the us versus us Tyler Perry movie. Like even us coming out of slavery and we had like one of the worst slaveries. They like to debate that, but we know for a fact that we had like one of the worst slaveries and we come out of slavery and the world's still on top of us. So that it's still showing how distinct we are from everybody else in the world. So shout out to her for pointing that out, man. So with the chosen people, that means we have a chosen responsibility. And so that's part of our awakening, picking up our chosen responsibility. But shout out to you, brother Sanchez. What I wanted to request was that show you did the part one to this when you
Hold up, wait. Some dumbass just said Marcus Garvey ain't the face of Pan-Africanism when they literally called a damn man Marcus Messiah Garvey. Messiah Garvey.
True. That's so true. You've been on fire.
Dumbass. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, man, you been on fire lately, bro. But yeah, man, just like you did with the music, uh, I thought that was so prolific and hilarious. But like you did with the music, with the Africans, you know, and shout out to Africa because Africa it's a beautiful place too. You know what I'm saying? But when you did the musical, you know, you had the FBA singing versus the Africans. Is it any way you can pull up when Michael Jackson and Muhammad Ali went to Africa versus when IShowSpeed went to Africa? That's the only thing I got. If you can make that work, you know what I'm saying. But otherwise than that, you know, I got business to handle. I'm finna drop down, and if you
Okay.
and if Rectum, if you got flat power Fridays, you know, I go against Rectum. You know what I'm saying. He don't stand up right anyway. But shout out to you, man. I'm
All
finna
right,
go
But
now.
I'm gonna
but
crank
I'm
it up.
always embarrassing you though. You know how many highlights reels I got of you with thumbnails of me
Man,
embarrassing you,
hey,
and you don't know?
the only highlight reels you got, you crying in the
Oh, they
I
corner.
got
got beef.
everybody calling you gerbil
Y'all got
status and
beef.
all that, man.
You crying in the corner.
Everybody calling you gerbil. Ain't nobody calling me what you saying. They calling me
But
what I'm saying.
I
They
want to
got
point
beef.
something out real quick about this before you go.
All
Global
right.
status. Let me pull this up real quick. See, because this proves my point, global status. I'm glad you brought this up, right? Because watch this. You know what they doing right now, global status? They acting like black folks didn't even know that Africa was advanced. You know that, right?
Right, that's a valid point you made.
And my
That's what
thing
made
is, I'm glad you thought about that because right here in the 70s, when Muhammad Ali was in Africa, he wasn't in the slums. He was up in he knew it was advanced then. He even rode on the airplane that I think was it African airplane airlines could have been. But I'm telling you right now, this shows you that we've been knowing the greatness of Africa. They trying to rewrite history, even when, like you said, with Michael Jackson. So even when Mandela was alive, this was beautiful parts of Africa, and we visited the slums and the advanced parts.
right, right. And see that what old girl on the panel was saying too about it's like they trying to destiny swap with us. Like, man, both y'all, man, y'all know y'all cooking tonight, man. Real talk.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to really. I think I need to go live on my main channel and go on,
Yes,
see if we can
sir.
get some smoke on that one with this.
And see, that's all I want. I want you to break it down because I already know how you deliver. So just like you did the music thing. What no, when I seen it, I was like, bro, only Sanchez would do something like that, man. Real talk, man. So I know you'll break
Yeah,
this down, you know, for when you get your presentation. I know you'll break it down real smooth.
hell yeah. I'm definitely gonna bring this up. Like the fact they trying to act like that's crazy. Shout out to Motorola. Let me get a mic check from Motorola.
Y'all hold it down, man. You know, round power, but shout out to the flat power.
I actually just started watching about 5 minutes ago, and cause I don't never catch the live chat, but if any of y'all say anything, if I wanna, build off
Okay.
of it or got a question, I'll chime in.
All right, for sure. Well, the person that I'm addressing, they was calling me a moron, so I had to call them a name back. But I won't keep turning up on them. But they said Jamaican is not a lineage. Now that's a dumb statement. Cause only a dumb person who don't know who they are, who just desperate to claim Africa, would say something like that. Guess what, yo? Every tribe is considered a nation. Your nation is your tribe, man. And tribes identify by common ancestry, aka lineage. Nationhood relates to lineage through concepts of shared ancestry, and defining nations as groups bound by common descent, contrasting with civic models focused on territory and law. through modern nations blend these, though modern nations blend these ideas, using myths of common origin to foster identity and belonging across generations. I just read to you how nationhood relates to lineage, because you think they're separate when you can't have one without the other. So I know we like to think, well, a nation just represent the land that I'm on. Yeah, that's because you don't belong to a tribe or a group like the small hats. See, when it comes to the small hats, they are called the Nation of Israel. And you can't be part of their nation if you ain't born in it. Tell me I'm lying, y'all. Now watch this, right? It tells you in the Bible who begat who. Why did the Bible keep track of the lineage? Because the nation of Israel is a lineage-based nation. It's blood nation. It's shared ancestry. It ain't just a bunch of strangers like what we say. See, that's what I'm telling you. People who don't know what they talking about, they like them to keep talking. Because they want all us to be just mutts in a general identity you easily control versus you having an exclusive groups. So that's my whole thing. Like, tribalism exists whether we like it or not. We can debate whether it's good, whether it's natural. But the facts is this. It's being practiced in this game of capitalism to each group's benefit. You may not like the game of football, but you better get in a huddle with your team and start calling some damn plays. Especially if you born on a football field. Especially when you see everybody else calling fire-ass plays with their team and executing them to perfection and the scoreboard running up on you. Of course, they ain't gonna want your team to get in a huddle because y'all easy to beat because y'all don't work together because y'all don't huddle up. Because when y'all try to huddle up, they say, y'all being divisive, and we let it work. We ought to say, fuck that, bro. Let's huddle up, come up with a play, block them out. They trying to, everybody huddling up. Shit, you know.
Salute to the panel, man. Salute, man. I appreciate it.
Cause it's Sanchez, man. You know what I'm saying? This is all shit I'm learning from you, man. I learned from you back, like, bro. I've been listening for you for a minute, and it was always to not play the game. So it's like if they huddling up, how about we just walk off the court and go do some other shit and make our own shit? Like, what you think about that one? Oh, that's too outrageous.
I got a question for you. Articulate to me what it looks like to walk off the field. Because I'm going to tell you what it sounds like to me.
Okay, wait. I know where you're going with that.
Yeah. See?
I see where it's looking like. I see what it's looking like. Yeah. I get where you're going with that.
That means tuck my tail, take my family into the forest, live off the, and ain't nothing wrong with that either. But to do that, you still got to get money. So you got to work and compete and play the game to even get to that point.
Facts. Nah, listen, man. This is the teachings that I've been fucking with you for a minute. I'm just questioning you and just like shit. Like, yeah, I'm just seeing what's going on, man. I'm just like, because this stuff that I've been thinking for a minute and this and that. Like,
so I'm
I ain't trying to challenge you or nothing like that. Don't look at it like no goddamn debate, nigga, because I know you talk about how you like to debate a lot and all that type of shit. We ain't doing that. No,
it's
nigga.
a good bill. And I'll say you haven't said nothing this show that I disagree with, P. Dot. What you've done is ask very dope questions that help the bill move forward. So salutes to that, man. And shout out to Antonio as well.
This Motorola, same person.
Okay,
I have a question when I get a chance.
Yeah, you got it.
Well, basically, something I just been trying to, been asking myself. I've been wanting to ask you too, but at this point, like with their power, their technology, anything we do as a collective, like multitudes of black people, anything we put together that actually can make something happen. Can't we just, they can always easily infiltrate us and fuck us up. I mean, I'm
Well,
trying to figure out how can they not.
so my thing is this right here. It's like if you play football for a team, right? Would you not run the ball because they can tackle you? It's like me being a running back, and I know that the defense trying to tackle me, and they can tackle me. But instead of me practicing and trying to run the ball better, I just stand there and say, it don't matter what I do, they gonna tackle me anyway. Yeah, but try to get at least 1 yard, then two in the next play, then 3 yards. You can just get hike the ball and stand there and say they gonna tackle me anyway. Not necessarily. You can score. You can break that bitch. You can try. Like that's what I'm letting you assess your own mentality, and I'm showing you it's a dangerous defeatist mentality. You may say, well, they can stop anything we do, but you can't prove that. And if I can't prove that, I'm not gonna digest something that toxic, right? Because
I get
because the moment I tell myself anything I do, they just can stop it, it ain't even a reason to get out the bed no more.
I get what you're saying, and you partly right, but yeah, it is a defeatist mentality, but at the same time, I'm not saying that they can stop anything I do or we do. I'm saying that when you got a bunch of people, I'm just saying it can be infiltrated. It basically, like how it seems like it too easy. I ain't saying they can stop it, but it can be infiltrated.
Yeah, I'm just saying Freemasons didn't let that stop them. Bloods didn't let that stop them. Crip didn't let that stop them. Walmart is a huge corporation. The Sam Walton didn't say, you know what? I'm not going to start this company because it can be infiltrated.
Yeah, nah, that's a little bit off because Freemason, Walmart, Blood, Crip, none, they didn't.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask
Talking
you a
about
question? Can the
yes, sir.
nation, it's just a yes or no one. Can the Nation of Islam be infiltrated?
Absolutely.
Can
Well,
the,
no, it can't because it's pretty much corrupt anyway. I mean,
well, that mean that they was infiltrated? Then you're right. They can be infiltrated. If it's corrupt, then guess what? That mean wolves in sheep clothes got up in there, and everyone that's in there ain't really for the group. That mean it's been infiltrated, sir. So my
I mean,
thing
it's
is
a
this:
lot of
in
people.
let me speak. In the military, right? The word infiltration is a real word we don't play around with because we send people that look like you to infiltrate your groups. For example, we got Chinese Americans in China right now up in government places, and they don't even know that them military soldiers. They look Chinese, they talk Chinese, they family been on the land, you feel me? But we wolves in sheep clothes. We got people everywhere. Now, guess what? Every nation that exists knows that there's some spies in their damn ranks, and they got groups to try to investigate and weed them out, but they didn't let that stop them from building a nation. It's like saying, look, any house you build can be broken into, but you think I'm gonna sleep outside?
Okay, I fully get you now, bro. I asked the question for a reason. And I'm with you now. I get it. I like I said. I guess I needed somebody to say it for me. But yeah, now I see where you're going with it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I totally get it now.
hell yeah. I appreciate these questions. Y'all making it a 5 bill. Appreciate the panel. I'm gonna step away from the mic for just a few minutes. I gotta handle something. I'll be right back.
I guess ain't nobody got nothing to say.
Yeah, I was just thinking because I mean, I really, you know, I really before didn't pay attention to all of this, but now I think it's a must. So because I've been seeing a lot of, arguments start between, our people and the Pan Africans and FBA, and it's like really getting serious. I mean, it's you know, and if you don't fit their views, you got an enemy now,
Wait, wait,
I
wait,
hear
wait, wait. Wait, I got a question for you. Like Pan Africans and FBA, are you with both sides or?
no, I was just saying, I was just observing the Pan Africans uh relationship
I'm
with
just
the
understanding.
FBA. I'm just an observer at the
Hmm.
beginning, and
Right.
I've been seeing that it's getting pretty intense out here, on in the community between them two, and they're bringing up like little issues. Like I was just telling Sanchez about the DNA and genealogy and stuff like that. There's a big controversy about that, and there's a big controversy about all little sorts of things, little domino effect type of things, and I didn't, take it uh, seriously, but yeah, I think it's this movement is an important movement. Let's just put it this way, that way. I
I
didn't think
agree.
that was before.
Mm.
I
What
agree.
one thing about them Pan Africans, one of the dopest points that Sanchez done made a bunch of times when it comes to them Pan Africans is like, when like you say, it gotta start Africa not reciprocating this shit that the American Pan Africans are shooting
Right.
out. The Africans don't even give a fuck. Basically,
Right.
in so many words, that's what he basically was saying. He's like, yeah, so what is Pan Africanism if Africa don't even give a fuck about their own?
Right. That's bro. I've been peeping it ever since Sanchez said that shit years ago. I'm talking about years, at least 7, 8 years ago.
And
That
he
nigga was
keep
talking that
repeating
shit for a grip, bro. And that's when I
it.
started peeping, bro.
He said it again last week. Or did week one. But that's it. It's like, I don't know. And they the one keep on pushing like some type of, beef between FBA and them. It's like, no, FBA just really knocking their goddamn head off in defense. Because it's like, but FBA don't give a fuck about Pan African.
Hey man, shit. Africa don't give a fuck about
Sanchez probably
Black
the biggest
America.
person. Huh?
Say what?
Sanchez probably the biggest person who just really be shooting back at their head. I'm like,
Shit, somebody need to be shooting.
I'm talking about 'cause they really be tripping, just like the I show speed shit. Yeah, Sanchez should have did that shit the other day. It's like get their ass. They trying to act like we gonna be butthurt about that pussy nigga. Did y'all see that one? You
Honestly,
know,
bro, I'm late to the video. I
You
I'm
heard him
know,
talking
saying
about
that shit about the Africa shit. I'm like, let me tune in.
they
the
keep.
video he made about I show speed.
And then what's so sad about the IShowSpeed situation? You got a lot of these folks talking about uh we just hating on this young brother, and they trying to flip it like we hating on a young man versus Pan Africans hating on FBA for delineating. So this is a real tactic. Y'all got to peep what's going on.
Yeah.
My bad. I just cut in. I ain't know cause
Oh
my
no,
bad.
I'm listening.
No, no, we with some shit. I mean,
That's
shit.
some dismissive shit to say hating. You gotta really explain, really put some details on exactly how are people hating on that man. Like you were saying in the last video, he doing I show speed shit. He just a goofball, soft ass black man hitting backflips and pulling cars. He just a content creator.
That nigga love that backflip.
Yeah, that shit ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I don't give a fuck if you Pan African or FBA. I show speed ain't got nothing to do with none of that shit. He pushing, like Sanchez said, he pushing the agenda. Is the little soft goof ass black man. Strong ass nigga, strong fast ass black man, but won't bust a grape.
I was talking to an old head man. He was telling me like, man, once you get to a certain amount of money, you deal with a certain type of people, and that's
Oh
what I
yeah.
think is going on with him and shit, like agendas and you deal with these type of people. It's gonna make you do certain type of things because you at this status now.
I just don't get this shit. Like it's just crazy.
Sanchez, when you get a chance, have you checked out Fallout yet?
Oh nah,
Yeah, check Fallout out because
still ain't checked
they
it out.
talking about the underground people and they're talking about exactly about everything you talking about. Like you a goddamn oracle or something. In a way, they just came out with the new series, and that shit is like you just gotta
What
watch
is
it.
on?
It's on Prime.
Okay, I'm check it out.
Fallout. It's talking just like when you said nuclear fallout, and you talk about how the people under the ground.
Yeah.
Man, that shit go hand in hand. And everything you say, how they had societies under the ground. They come up after they, so the world people like all over the world, they were like, fuck it, let's just drop the nuke so we can be able to control the world, and whoever survive, we gonna keep doing it until everybody gone. We come up on the surface, we'll be able to government, we'll be able to run, do everything you say, bro.
Yeah.
Everything you say, that shit gonna make the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. Trust me.
I'm gonna definitely fuck with it. You already know.
All right, that's all I want to say. My bad.
Yep. Hell yeah.
I was late to the call. Can you give me like a quick summary of what y'all spoke about when it comes to the ISIS shooting the lady?
Well, ICE is being they first of all, they shouldn't be patrolling our streets because they don't have jurisdiction. ICE is for it ain't for American citizens. But the fact that number one, they are an extension of the police shows us we in a police state. Number two, the fact that they doing the most and they probably just as brutal as the police, it ain't good. And then when you mix all that with the fact that the main group that's being targeted, because ICE is in Chicago, ICE is in New Orleans, ICE is in where the predominantly black cities, and then when black people are now trying to galvanize with FBA, and they going after that too. So they keeping you divided. You don't have a social political voice. And at the same time, they got their people united in your communities, gentrifying them and with a military presence. And we don't see exactly how deep the situation is.
Yeah, okay.
Because
I think you spoke something a little bit on the other day. I think you said something kind of like how, or I might have got, but yeah, you said something about how if they'll do certain things in order. No, I think I did get it somewhere, but they do certain shit to get basically the civilians to sacrifice certain rights. But once you sacrifice those certain rights, you're not getting them back, and it pushes. And, they just keep doing it until they have more and more control, and just literally it's gonna be way more of a police state. If
That's
that
how the
makes
laws is.
yeah.
They do new laws every fucking year. To be a lawyer gotta suck.
Yeah.
and it don't get advertised a lot.
All these new laws every year or every couple years, like to be a lawyer, you gotta learn all these new fucking laws every couple years. God damn. And they inching to get around the Constitution to take our freedom. That's what every law is about.
Mm. And the same thing with things like the jail, the Corona bill they were getting everybody. I think that was like a trial run. I looked at it like it was a test for what they're gonna do next time. It's gonna be worse next time. Yeah, I looked at it like that. It got to be a test. They're trying to see what they can get away with. So many people took it. They can do it again and better. They can get more people. And then what I already thought it was some type of agenda, but what really pushed me over the edge in my hometown. I'm from a small town in Georgia, and do you know
I
these
hear your
people?
accent. I hear your accent. I hear
Yeah,
your accent like a motherfucker.
I got cleft lip palate too, so I got a little bit of a speech impediment. But what really made my mind up is when do you know these people when I refused to take it, they were running around paying people. Literally, these folks offered me $50. No. Then they offered me $80. No. Just to take a vaccine. Why are you paying motherfuckers to take a vaccine? That's what they were doing in my time. And
Yeah,
it's
and
like,
they got free meals and all that. You get free meals and
yeah,
free perks and all that.
yeah, t-shirts and all. Family reunion. Shit, shit crazy.
And then it be goofies that they'll make their profile picture. I got vaccinated, so like they gonna get some girls or something.
Yeah, man.
I be like, y'all niggas be looking goofy, man. They
Them
change their profile
motherfuckers,
picture.
yeah.
I've been vaccinated. They think they
Showing
gonna
up
get the girls, man. Man, y'all goofy.
facts. Showing up with a pen on their shirt and
The
shit.
pen.
Yeah, I
Right,
got
the
my
pen.
vaccine shit. Yeah,
Safety
Not the
pins and
pen,
shit.
yeah.
yo.
It
Is
gives
that
me,
what you say last time? The free cookies or some shit
yeah,
one time?
it gives me them vibes like when we was kids and we was all at the table and the one nigga that eat his vegetables, like I ate my vegetables, like, okay, kudos to you, but this shit's poison. Like you took the shit and you think and they giving them a pat on the back. Like when you have Juvenile talking about vats that thing up, you know I'm not putting this shit in my body, bro. They was doing extra during that shit, but I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie,
that
man.
was crazy. Backs that thing up. You're right. That was crazy, man. The boy got theme songs, boy.
Girl, you
Yeah, but
look
it
good,
was
won't you?
disappointing.
That
Backs
shit
that
did,
thing up. Boy, you
yeah,
stupid.
that shit didn't age well.
It did. That's
Girl, you
sellouts though.
look
That's how let you
good.
know they sellouts.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
man.
was disappointing. Yeah,
They
it
do
was
it for a check.
disappointing.
It's like all you gotta do is be like, my bad sister. All you gotta do is be like, oh, how much how much they doing? Shit, I'll do it for a check. It's like they do anything for a check. Man. They sell their own people out
Yeah,
for a
bro.
couple dollars, man. That's
Can you
crazy.
imagine Juvie sitting in a room playing the back that ass up instrumental, writing that shit like that's that there and then the lyrics and shit that he had. I ought to play that shit, bro. That was corny, man. Like
You
that
got
was,
you got it.
bro, that shit didn't age well.
Nah, that wasn't cool.
God damn, and it's
Back
showing
back
you
that thing up.
what group that they marketing it to. You know what I'm saying?
The niggas.
All
Yeah, we
people,
want the
yeah.
niggas. We
If
want the niggas.
Go get
it's
all the
crazy.
rappers and tell them, let them promote it so people can be like, that's what they do with the clothes. When they got a new clothing line, them dumb shoes. So when they see a rapper with them big dumb shoes, they gonna try to do it. Oh, I'm about to get those new shoes with the rapper. That's just making our kids like us growing up. Our shoes been $100, $150.
That's
My
right.
oldest 18. They want $1,000 shoes. They want to look like the rapper. They want to. I got my son I bought my son a chain, a custom chain with his name on it. He wanted to just look like a rapper. He's 16. Like, come on, you want real diamonds? You want to pass the diamond tester? It's like they advertising us to be a bunch of sellouts, really.
Consumers. America is a consumers country.
You finna online.
Oh my God.
Find a mate chat. Open up be okay ass. Okay, yeah. Profile picture looking tight chat. Nice chat. Got your bio reading right chat. Precise chat. But before you find a date chat, you gotta wait chat. Gotta go vaccinate chat. Get it straight chat. Girl, you look good. Want your facts.
Hold up, bro. I forgot
Oh
he
my
held
God.
up. He held up the fucking card. Look.
Wow.
God. So look, what you said, yeah, girl, this dick vaccinated. Yeah, that what you saying? Like before back in them days, people was tripping in that COVID shit. Bitch was like, yeah, this some vaccinated pussy right here. Bitches was putting that on their walls and shit.
No way a nigga
Oh
shit
my
is vaccinated.
God.
Let me see your card. You got your papers like a dog with they damn shots. Like,
And they did that. They did that with Wildin' Out, the Wildin' Out show. I took my wife to the Wildin' Out show, and when we got there, they was asking for cards because we know how to make cards, like make fake cards. But they was like, nah, we need to see such and such, and you can't go in the show. You got to meet them at the church, and you get in the car to an unclosed location, and they take you to the show. But everybody on the stage and everybody in the building had to be vaccinated to be at the show. I'm like, I ain't about to go to the show that bad. I bet you I ain't go. I gave my tickets away. Like, nah, I'm straight, bro. Not to watch no Wildin' Out show.
that's so crazy. That's crazy. That is so crazy, man. Bats that thing up. Man, listen, I just remembered this tonight.
Vax that thing up. They in real life, you need to vax that thing up. Feeling freaky all night, you need to vax that thing up. Girl, you look good, want you vax that thing up. You's a handsome young brother, want you vax that thing up. They in real life, you need
You
to
feeling
vax that
freaky?
thing up.
Vax that thing up. Are you
Right,
serious?
right. It's like protect yourself like a condom damn near. Like you got your shots. Like that's what I'm saying. It was some real fucked up programming, man.
That
And
is pretty fucked up.
Right, and we don't think it was effective. But I'm telling you, bro, that shit was effective. And I'm telling you, I doubt Juvie even got the jab.
It so many
Hell no. Hell no.
so many people feel for that shit in my hometown. So many people feel for it. When anytime anybody ask me, have I got vaccinated? I don't know whether I'm a bitch for it or not. But I just say, yup, just to avoid confrontation and arguing, going back and forth with
You a
stupid.
smart man.
I
You
just
Man,
say,
they
really
had
a
people
smart
grandmama
man.
changing on them, man. You couldn't even go to your grandmama house if you ain't been vaccinated. You can't hug your
Damn.
grandmama no more. You
And it
got
just
your
shows you,
grandbaby?
bro,
No
if they
grandma.
wanted to, they can really change the whole social structure with this pandemic type operation, bro. They could.
I'm talking about
Hey,
that
hey,
was like some Christianity type shit. And when folk ask me, do you believe in Christ? Yeah, I believe it, but I don't tell them that I don't believe in no papacy God. I believe in the Christios energy. I don't believe in that bullshit you on. I just say, yeah, I believe.
that's same way I treat them. Same shit.
Bro, hold up.
Yeah.
Bro, hold on, man. We got, you know what? I swear to God, when this song first came up, I didn't really hear the lyrics like that. He got a part in here where he's talking about herd immunity. And that was the key words that they was pushing, that the scientists was pushing. Like, we want herd immunity. Even the people who don't get it will end up. You see what I'm saying? That's crazy, bro. No, that's what they was pushing. Let me see something. Let me go to the herd immunity part.
Them
And
niggas talking about that shit.
you know these niggas don't know nothing about herd immunity. This is such propaganda. Hold on.
You could be the young hot thing, I'll be the OG. Girl, you look good, want you vax that thing up. You's a handsome young brother, want you vax that thing up. They in real life, you need to vax that thing up. Feeling freaky all night, you need to
This
vax
shit,
that
man.
thing up. Girl, you look
Oh
good,
man, and then Manny doing his lips and arms like that to this shit, bro. God damn, bro.
vax that thing up. You's a decent looking brother, want you vax that thing up. Acting foolishly, you need to
No vats and no vucking.
What?
vax that thing up.
Yeah, yeah.
Herd immunity when you
Look, dad go herd immunity. He
Herd
yelled that
immunity.
out and he put that shit, bro. Herd immunity. That don't even sound right. Nigga. Herd immunity. You listen to the Dr. Fauci too much.
Do y'all think that they be telling them to say certain things in the
Hell
studio?
yeah, they gotta put certain keywords in that shit for the propaganda.
I
Hell
thought so,
yeah, bro. I know they do.
I
You
ain't
in
know
the
they had no
music business.
video
I ain't
about
in
that
the music
shit. I
business.
didn't even know they did this. They went too far, man.
Bro, herd immunity.
when you vax that thing up.
If you wanna get sticky and hot, go get the shot.
Go and get the shot.
Are you serious?
Bro.
Wow.
Now listen. Bro, I knew when I saw this, my dreams were crushed. Like, I ain't gonna lie, man. It's folks that real life think I'm a hater in my own hood. Cause guess what, bro? I talk shit about all the rappers and all these shits. I just stopped fucking with these folks in this industry. Like, my dreams were crushed. But it's a lot of people still chasing a dream. You know, they want features from some of these folks. I get it. And guess what I gotta learn? Just cause my dreams got crushed and because these folks ain't idols to me no more, man. Like, I was heartbroken, like, to realize how much sellout and detriment these motherfuckers do to their own people. That's why I even switched my whole rap style, man. Like, but I just can't. That's how come I know I'ma always be blackballed by the industry. I used to always wonder, how come all the rappers that's talking the deep shit, poetic shit, underground? Why ain't, and then, you feel me, then, because they'll never do shit like this right here. This
No, they
shit
gonna be
crazy,
blackballed.
bro.
They ain't gonna never be able to.
That's called sellout. Whether you
This
like
is
it, whether they
crazy,
like
man.
it or not, that's selling out, man. For real, you selling your people out, bro. Period.
For real, man.
If you wanna smash some dude named Scott, go get the shot.
If
Some
you
do.
want to smash some dude named Scott.
Go get the shot, go
Oh my
get the
God.
shot. BLK says go get the shot. You wanna smash with Scott, smash with Scott. BLK says go get the shot.
Then they sexualizing it. That's the crazy part.
Hey, this shit is so funny. Like, I don't know if y'all know, like the Wendy's and Burger King commercials when they take the fake bite on the burger and they be acting like they chewing and shit. Like, we all know they ain't really get the shot, but they acting like they did get the shot and shit.
Mm-mm-mm.
Cause they took the
Mm.
money.
Yeah.
They took the pay.
Yeah, boy. For real, man.
I believe
Oh,
that shot
for
was
real,
crazy
man.
too.
Damn, bro. I forgot. It's like it get more cringy every year. It ain't gonna age right. This shit is not gonna age right. God,
It's only a
man.
good word.
But I don't know how we can get on that, man. That was funny though. But I will say though, this is some good ammo for another show, bringing up Muhammad Ali, Michael Jackson in Africa, and we can even bring up more people. Like it, I don't care what nobody say. For the world to get amnesia and act like black folks ignorant to how advanced Africa is when we was teaching the world that when they was shitting on Africa. That's kind of it. Show you history can be rewritten overnight today, and your own people gonna help them do it just for quick little views.
Facts.
The algorithm undefeated, man.
Facts.
Yeah.
It be your own family.
For real.
Sell out, sell out, sell out. Period. Point blank. Period.
I had another question, but I think the liquor got the best of me.
Who that? Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
Oh, Michael Jackson and Mandela right there. Okay. And
I
Michael
know.
Jackson kissing the
Oh,
little baby.
wow, bro. For them to act like we don't know how advanced Africa is when we literally got a FBA statue in South Africa. I forgot about this. You got Michael Jackson posted up in South. So that's crazy. That's in South Africa, man. But they rewriting history though. Hey, man. And for anyone, and the fact that they making it like IShowSpeed is a revolutionary is like setting us back hella. When this
Got the
dude
man
is,
racing
yeah,
cheetahs and stuff.
yeah, man. When this man is like, he's a huge psyop for the young kids, bro. If they don't know that, we in trouble.
Big one.
It's him and what's the name though? One red and one blue, one A and one Z.
Who, Cos or not?
Yeah, you
You
gotta get
hating on,
both
He
ends.
don't even stream no more.
you hating on these young brothers. These young brothers is why all of y'all young boys want to be a vlogger yelling at the goddamn camera.
Right.
And
But
thinking that and they selling that shit like everyone can just do it when really they only promoting the people. The algorithm is it's a dream selling, you
But
know.
Sanchez, it's the same shit as niggas want to be rappers, bro.
That's it is though.
Same thing.
But
Every
see,
nigga always wanted to be a rapper.
but you know what makes it a little different with the rap shit?
What up?
If you can't rap, you just gonna keep doing it because you love it, because if you gonna realize people hip hop is relentless. If you can't rap, niggas ain't gonna lie to you like you can. Niggas gonna say, bro, you suck. Like one thing about rap, man, if you ain't got thick skin and you trying to be a rapper, you might as well give it up. But what I'll say about this podcasting shit, you can have a person with 10 motherfuckers watching a show, and they'll keep doing it every day, believing that it's gonna turn into 1 million subscribers one day. But a nigga who rapping still going to work every day because he got to pay for studio time, He got to pay for beats. He got to look like a rapper. You can't dress like a bum. You got to be fresh.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying? He can't just sit around rapping all day. But the kids who trying to be on TikTok and vlogging, they're literally, you got to be in front of this shit for 10 hours, especially if you're a gamer. Like,
Yeah.
and the game's getting longer and longer. But guess what? It is some money in it. They are seeing kids get rich, just sit there and vlog all day. But but it ain't gonna be, it's like basketball. That ain't gonna be everyone's fate. But you can't stop everyone from going in the casino, gambling their money, thinking that they gonna be the one hit the jackpot, right? You know?
That's right.
Dude, you got the
That's
rappers
bad.
like Fat Joe and Gilly the Kid, like they telling people like, yeah, we can make money off this. Now you see Mano and Fabulous and all them, they got their own show. Like they telling each other like, yo, we can get money in this vlog because that's what the Kai Cenat and them getting money off it. So the rappers that used to be rappers, they telling old stories and being vloggers or podcasters now, and they like that's the where the money at. Because most rappers, if you ain't talking about a button, if you ain't sending nobody to prison, you can't make it. Because you gotta be talking about switches, ops, smoking on an op pack, and killing. Like, if you're not doing that, you're not gonna get no recognition in the rap game. You got to be talking about your ops.
I mean, no.
You got to be talking about
Nowadays,
a
though,
button. You
these
got to be
youngins,
talking about. You
man,
got to.
I'm gonna
they
tell
You're
like
you,
not gonna
vibes
make it.
too, though.
I'm gonna
These
tell you,
youngins like vibes too. They like good vibes. These youngins, they about vibes too, man. That Rod Wave, he make you want to kill yourself, but that nigga got some vibes
You
going
see, Pooh
on.
Shiesty just came out, and he the number one thing right now of FDO. First day out, and he was talking
Listen,
about
that first
straight
day
killing.
out, listen, that shit. Listen, bro, listen. I'm not a hip hop young nigga shit, but you know, that first day out was hitting. At least for me, it ain't hit for everybody. But I don't listen to NBA YoungBoy and all that other. I don't listen to none of them young niggas. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, shit, that shit hit, bro.
and you know what I'm gonna tell you real quick. What messed me up about this IShowSpeed thing? Brother said IShowSpeed is Angolian, and he admitted that he left when he was 2 years old. Well, I know that a lot of people been telling me the brother is Angolian. Whether he is or not, I'm gonna tell you something else that we should have been talking about from IShowSpeed trip. When he went to Africa acting like he didn't know Africa was that advanced, instead of them saying, take that FBA, take that black people, they should have been saying, listen, Speed, you young guys need to stay off the vlogging so much and go see the world, go learn, pick up a book, because that should have been the narrative that young niggas like IShowSpeed don't even know Africa is advanced because they got an internet life. But they flipped it and projected on all black people like we dumb as hell, even though we've been teaching about the greatness of Africa for damn near eons. Like, come on, man. Like, you know, we created Pan-Africanism, not Africans. And
Salute.
Pan-African, say salutes, Keynorth, for much love, man. And welcome to the show. Thanks for joining, bro. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you, bro. Salutes to the panel. Hey, man, you touching on something that's real prominent right now, because this is how, when we was talking about getting your body done, you making the advancement without going through the trials and tribulations that it take to get to where you need to go. So these are people who are not so informed about what they trying to do. They want to do it, but if people like it and catch on to it, that's what happened to the rap game. All the real artists who were trying to cultivate the culture into what it was got pushed out the way. You know what I'm saying? We're not involved, and that's why we don't have a culture when it comes to rap music, because those who were trying to put into the culture what need to be put into the culture were took out of the way. So that's where you get the misunderstanding that a person can be an industry plant when they ain't no industry plant. They just a person who doing what the industry want them to do because they don't know no better. So we
Yeah,
get
It's
I
endorsement kind
agree.
of like, it's like they get
I
rappers
agree.
endorsements a little bit, and they gotta promote Da Vinci promote switches, promote this type of strand of weed, promote pills, promote drink. You see what I'm saying? And then making
You
the
know,
pharmacy high tech get big off that.
you know what's sad about the internet, bro? Ain't nobody telling the truth no more and speaking from their own mind and heart. They feeding the algorithm, and I'm watching it, right? I'm watching that when they put a narrative out there, it starts off on the big platforms first. They seed the narrative, right? And they seed the narrative in a way that if you don't follow suit with how they put the narrative out, you gonna be pushing against the grain, and you ain't gonna get no good response. What happens is a bunch of content creators, they look at the video and they say, well, I'm gonna do a video like this one because it's got a lot of good ratings on it. So it ain't like they really feel that way or it's the way they think or nothing. They just know if I saw that man's comment section, people was giving him love. They was thanking him. They was like, oh my God, I love this video. It was thousands of comments, thousands of thumbs up. So fuck how I feel. I'm finna do what he did to get these results. And that's what's going on the internet. A lot of people think, well, I'm just telling you, this is how they controlling the narratives. And this leads to this whole IShowSpeed thing where you got black people shooting their own self in the feet saying, man, this taught our people how advanced Africa is. Like, bro, y'all don't remember Coming to America, King of Zamunda? We've been talking about how fire and beautiful and built up and like we just got amnesia. But it show you the internet is dangerous, man. It's undefeated, bro. The internet, the only place I know where you can rewrite years of history in one day with a viral motherfucking video.
I want to just be real with you, Sanchez, man. Like, I didn't know. Like, because of the African shit, and nobody that I know, everybody, black people that I know, didn't know that Africa was that beautiful. Because they always show, like, oh, you want to feed this child, and it flies on the child. I didn't know until I got older
Now,
and
I
educated
hope
myself.
I hope you don't take this the wrong way. But
I mean, say what you gotta
but
say.
listen, here go the truth, right? The only people in Black American culture that didn't know how beautiful Africa was, those are the people who didn't educate themselves and research it. And guess what? That ain't even a bulk. That ain't even a bulk of our people. And here's my point: out of all the groups in America, there is no other group that lead in Pan-African studies. We invented Pan-Africanism. So if you black and you don't know how beautiful Africa is, you're a fucking insult to your own race. That's like an Asian person that don't know a bit about the history of martial arts because we invented Pan-Africanism. You see, I'm just saying, in that situation, it shows you that, yes, IShowSpeed is in the same boat you in. It's a lot of our people that don't care about learning certain stuff. Now, I'm not saying you don't care about learning, but I'm telling you, you ain't the norm and y'all are an embarrassment to the group. I hope you don't take it the wrong way, but it is embarrassing because we have institutions and leaders that got famous for telling you how beautiful and glorious Africa is. We dressed up in dashikis and Egyptian garb in the 70s. We got chains decked out in gold with the pharaoh face on them. What you talking about?
Facts. Even the FBA.
Wait. He muted my mic, bro. Like, all I was saying, like, bro, what I was talking about is just
Don't be
my
emotional.
No,
ignorance.
I
Don't be
know what you
emotional.
talking
Don't be-
about, bro. I knew I couldn't tell him the truth, man. I knew it. Bro. I apologize. I just couldn't sugarcoat it. I was saying it was embarrassing for a black man to not know the greatness of Africa when hip hop was founded on teaching that. And much more stuff I can go into. And I'm not gonna bite my tongue because it's a nigga that didn't know. I knew ever since a little boy. No one can tell me that. It was taught. So if someone else didn't know, I'm gonna tell them the truth, bro. That's embarrassing. And I'm sorry, man. I hope you don't yell at me and all that, brother.
The truth hurts.
Yeah, and then man, even the
Hold on.
Aborigines.
I ain't been yelling at you all night, man. I mean, listen, I'm listening to what you saying. I've been calm. Yes, I have been drinking, and I was up and down. I will admit, and I ain't tripping, bro. Like I ain't tripping at all. Like I was just saying, my mic was muted. You muted me. That's all I'm saying, bro. Like
We hear you. We hear you. We hear you now. Talk to us, brother. Tell us. Talk to
okay,
us.
okay. And all I'm saying is, and because I have to, I'm walking, okay, because all I'm saying is Sanchez, bro. I fucks with you, bro. I ain't on no bullshit, bro. I'm just questioning the teacher. You the teacher, I'm the student, bro.
What's your
You
question?
talk
I
about this
got
shit
you.
all the time.
I got you. What's
The question. Goddamn it, nah, I forgot it, nigga. Like, yeah, I didn't know what the topic
You ain't
was.
got one.
yeah, right.
No,
He didn't
it
have
was no,
one.
it was one. It was one, and then the shit got muted, and then what
Nah, brother.
Everybody
okay,
can't talk at the
we
same
good, it's
time.
all
He
good.
muted so he can
No,
talk. That's how it
no,
works.
no. I mean, if like, I thought he was
But you
done,
talking
then
right now. You keep talking about getting muted, but you talking right now and ain't saying nothing.
okay, my bad, bro. I mean, that's cool. That's what's up, bro. I ain't like, listen,
But you
bro. I'm
talking
not
right
an
now.
enemy.
You
I'm
talking right
not an
now.
enemy, bro. I'm just trying to get some information, bro. If anybody got some problems with me trying to get information, like, bro, I'm not trying to do anything malice to
Don't move the
anybody on the
goalposts.
show.
Ain't nobody got no problem with nothing, brother.
So what's up with this
It feel like
energy,
you
bro?
feel like a hit dog getting
Like,
hollered.
bro, calm down, bro. Can you breathe?
I'm
Can you
straight.
breathe? Like,
I'm
no, you
straight.
not, because I'm not talking to you, and unless you can help me remember what the conversation was about. You're not doing nothing but adding
You ain't
negative
paying
energy
attention if
to the
somebody got to help you
conversation,
remember what
bro.
the conversation about. You ain't
You
paying
ain't
Bro, you
doing
attention.
motherfuckers said,
you
bro, you
ain't
gotta
doing nothing but adding negative energy to the conversation,
bro.
bro. I ain't doing shit to nobody, bro. I was talking to Sanchez. I guess shit got just misunderstood, bro.
Hey, can
And
we
that's all.
move forward, man? Because
Please.
ain't nothing
That's
get
all.
misunderstood, brother. It ain't that deep. You
Brother.
told me that you didn't know how beautiful Africa was, and I told you how embarrassing that is, and I don't know what's happening right now. I don't know what's happening right now. You should be like, yeah, bro, I should have been on top of that. I didn't know it, and that was something I lacked. Boom, we move on. Cool.
Yeah, bro. Because even like I said, even the people who derive themselves away from the African movement still are versed on, how beautiful Africa is and what Africa's true resources are and the true nature of Africa, because we all at one point stem from African Americans. So when we think about the Pan-African movement, and as far as people want to know who they were before there was FBA, before there was Aborigines, Africa was it. So it's not nobody's fault except for the individual if you didn't do your homework on where you came from before you start thinking or identify yourself from whatever you were supposed to be. We are lost people. So we have to know that knowledge. That is still a part of our history. Whether we know that it's not a part of our history or not, it's still a part of our history. It's a part of the lie that was told to us. You understand what I'm saying? So Sanchez, you on point, man. Like always, bro, don't get emotional about it. Bro was just keeping it real with you, man. We got to keep it real with each other. We don't want to just pat each other on the back. You understand what I'm saying? And give each other, false gratitude, man. We want to keep it real. So you good, bro. It ain't nothing personal.
Yep, that's facts. And I'm gonna highlight my brother Paul. We can deal with we can hop over here. I'm gonna address some. He said, people want to be part of these groups for reparations. A lot of them do, but I honestly think we ain't gonna get no reparations. The reason why I want to be part of the group is because I like unity. I like to see people come together, and I hate that they divided and conquered us to the point where when we do come together, we think we doing something wrong, right? I think nature wanted people to be unified. What y'all think? So, I mean, so when you say like it's just for reparations, I say if that's some people reason for coming together with their group, cool. that's an incentive to get them to work with their own people. If I gotta tell a little boy, hey, Billy, if you can get along and play with your neighbor's children, then we can have ice cream. If I gotta lure him to unite to be a team player with the kids, maybe that be some people, you gotta do that for them. So reparations may be that for them, but either way, it's good to see them coming together, doing something together. Ain't nothing wrong with that. My thing be, people don't have this kind of smoke for gangbangers, biker gangs, rap groups, basketball teams. They will have that kind of smoke for a group of people that's saying we finna come together on a political level because we being taken advantage of by Democrats and Republicans. I don't get that. So when like, I get you when you say you proud of being loyal to me. I don't really understand that. I don't know how you can not be anything else but loyal to yourself. Unless it's something I'm missing, maybe one of y'all can break it down. But I will say the easiest thing to be is loyal to yourself. I think the hardest thing to be is to think outside of yourself, quit being selfish, self, and work with other people. I can even admit that. It's easy for me to work alone and be loyal to just me and be a loner. But I don't think nature wanted us to be that way. The internet made us like that. But if it weren't for the internet, we would have to be working together like when we was kids outside.
Well, there's definitely a time for everything, and I think there's a time for us to be alone. Then we can unity. That's the unity. That's what Queen Latifah said. But on a real tip, as growing up, I love Africa. I mean, I felt proud of Africa. You know, it's always Africa. But the only setback that I have, which still affects me today, is that when I learned that there was white Africans, and I felt sort of let down. Not to be racist, but I thought that was, I felt like, oh, black, black Africans. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sister, the reason is white Africans, because Africa ain't a lineage, it's just a continent. And that's what they trying to do with us. They just trying to make us identify by a vague name of a continent, versus when you go to Africa, the Africans break it down into tribes and nations and all that, lineages and stuff. So that's a good point.
Overstand.
Guess I interact with the chat. Salute
Brother.
to everybody. Yeah, for sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. When it comes to what you was breaking down about FBA, I feel that, man, as far as everybody coming together, you understand what I'm saying? Because things are not just happening on one degree. There's different volumes to the whole atmosphere. So think about it like if there's a whole pizza and there's 10 slices of the pieces, but it's different volumes. It's like, the equalizer on the radio, or different positions on a team when a team is on the field. So, I don't want to delineate from FBA's movement by my own personal thoughts or anything. If that's gonna be the group that come and bring people together, then that's definitely needed. You understand what I'm saying? Though I may have different insight, I'm not the leader of all our people either. You understand what I'm saying? So sometimes we gotta place ourselves where we supposed to be. And sometimes a person will think they bigger than the program. I'm not bigger than the program. So I'm not bigger than the program enough to say, to go against FBA to where I'm stopping FBA from bringing the people together. Do it kind of make sense what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, if there's the majority of your people with an agenda, you don't want to be the one undermine the shit.
because we got a point guard who gonna bring the ball up the court, but the center just want the ball in the middle so he can just score. He don't know nothing about bringing the ball up the court, so he can't be talking about how the point guard dribbling to get the ball up the court. That ain't his job. Like, we got to learn how to work together as a people. So my thoughts ain't the thoughts of the whole team, so I can't undermine
Yeah,
everybody, because
that's
you see
facts.
what I'm saying? We got to
'Cause-
start thinking like that, because other people think like that. We the only people who think like, oh, if you ain't thinking exactly what I'm saying, then forget you. Like, that's why we can't come together right now.
or if I don't think, like, some people will say we ain't gonna get reparations, so that's stupid anyway, and they will put this thing on FBA like black people coming together for reparations is stupid because we ain't gonna get it. When if you just, let's repeat that, right? Black people coming together, stop. You ain't even gotta say for reparations. Once you say black people coming together, that ought to be enough for you to get behind the shit. If you say black people coming together to cook barbecue, ain't no problems. Black people coming together to watch a football game, ain't no problems. Black people coming together to argue with white politicians about reparations, that's stupid and divisive.
Because right now we ain't doing nothing but coming together to be, falling back in our financial situation that we also bragged about. We're falling behind on that, if you pay attention to that, and we're burying our babies. We killing our own babies and we burying our own babies. That's the only stuff that we coming together with. So if we can come together for anything positive, then that got my grace. You know what I'm saying? The
We
thing,
love the plan. We love the plan for what we're gonna do for our birthday. We love the plan for what we're gonna do for the weekend. But as soon as you start talking about what we're gonna do for the next 5 generations, for our great great grandkids, how we gonna do that? People start getting lost and start studying and looking dumb.
that's a fact, Red. That's a fact, because you know why? Because people want to people are all for self. And when the sister was talking earlier, we that's what the system want us to do. That's what the algorithm want us to do. The algorithm want us to say, man, forget everybody else. So we gotta like go outside of the box. And we already been inside the box. So it's your personal responsibility for you to be inside of the box. If you ain't inside of your box and if you don't know yourself already, then I'm not on the level to be connecting with that
Facts.
type of person. I should
Facts.
be teaching that type of person, but that person can't deny me teaching them if they don't know they self. Because I know myself. So I expect the next man that I talk to know himself, like everybody up.
We
I assume everybody up here. So if we
we
talking to people who don't know themselves, then those people have to bow down a little bit and be able to be taught, like the conversation that was had earlier about the African stuff. That's a conversation where, bro, Sanchez, just being a higher minded individual, was just trying to shoot some game out. And I'm not trying to bring up, throw salt on the wound or nothing like that, but this is the issue that we have. It's mostly found in women, in feminine aspect. But
man, man, my
yeah,
cousin looked at me like I've been crazy, man. He was saying because he used to be in special ops and stuff, and he retired from the military, and he got a nice house in Camp Creek. So we was at the house, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I got to get back to the motherland, man." I say, "Man, motherland? What motherland? Africa." I'm like, "Okay, what part of Africa? Because that ain't my motherland." Everybody look at me like I was crazy. Everybody looking at me like something wrong with me because I'm saying Africa not my motherland. And why y'all saying that? Y'all ain't never even been there. We all tell Africa y'all motherland, and y'all from right here. This is
Africa,
ridiculous.
you.
And, that,
fact.
and that's why I wanted to point out about the Pan Africans that I've been noticing is that are they doing what are they doing for Africa as we speak? What are they doing for Africa? Because
Shit.
right now there's a
Nothing.
spiritual warfare that's going on
Nothing.
between
Wearing
between
costumes.
Christians and the the witchcraft. There's a war going, spiritual war going on in between us, which is it's.
But they're doing
You know what?
witchcraft every day when they have communion, when they celebrate
But
their birthdays. That's all witchcraft.
well, I
If
know, but
you
I'm
look,
just saying in
Lighter,
Africa,
witchcraft.
there's Christians versus the
it, they trying to promote the holy war with that, and that's something that really derived from like a Willie Lynch syndrome, even though it's involving two religions, it's still a self-indoctrination type thing. Once you come into these ideologies, you self-indoctrinate yourself. So now we got black Muslims who who knew they was Africans at one point, who then thought they was aboriginals, who then went to being Muslims, who now they saying, well, I'm gonna fight with the Muslim country. And nigga, you from here. Like, what do you mean? So
Right.
yeah, bro, it's so
And
much
we
going
always
on.
promoting. We always promoting. Man, what I about to say? We always promoting slavery, how we came from slavery and our struggles, but we never talk about our greatness. Nobody never want
All
to know
that
about the
talking
greatness, how
shit.
great we was. We always talk about. We always stop at slavery.
And
So you don't think we came from
that's
slavery?
what
Like what?
see, think about this. Pan-Africanism is uniting us through a slave story. FBA is uniting us. Think about what Pan-African does. It unites us and pans our pride to a foreign country and links us to a sob slave story, no greatness. Whereas FBA pins our pride to the land we at, shows you the greatness we've done here just in your third, fourth generation grandfather. That gives a sense of pride, and it lets you know if they did it right here in America, you can get busy right here and do it too. And that they scatter that.
Facts, actually.
Fact, bro. And then, anytime I hear that word pan, I'm going the other direction. I don't give a fuck if it's pancakes. I don't even eat them no more. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right, man.
because even with I did more research with FBA. So I mean, I know that as far as the African thing, that they're trying to include those because a lot of individuals. So we got to think logical when we really making arguments and when we really on these platforms. That's why I don't believe that it should be the algorithm the way that it is, that anybody can just get a channel, anybody can just blow up. Nobody's taking an IQ test. They don't know if a nigga got a diploma or
A
what their
degree.
mental, what their psychological evaluation is, or nothing. People are just able to get channels, and people start following them. And the algorithm only gonna push those who are leading toward the psychological direction that they want to push things to. So we got to be real mindful of this, man. And when it comes to Africa being connected to FBA, I've learned recently that FBA is just including those people who feel like they Africans, because nobody really knows. Because when you go back to Africa, nigga, where your tribe at?
Hey, Paul Baldwin, you know I'm gonna keep responding to you. And Key Norfolk, you ain't dropping nothing but facts. This is a 5 bill, and we finna keep this shit going, right? I'm fucking with the chat too, right? And the thing is, right, Paul keeps saying it's about the check. And I'm telling him he's right. To certain people, them being involved with FBA, they really think they gonna get a check. But you can't put that on everybody. Like, everyone that join a gang ain't joining for the same reasons. Some people joining the gang for the money. Some people join it for the power. Some people join it because shit, that's just all they know, whatever they got, they all different motherfucking reasons. But to say, oh, that's why they joining gangs for money, you'll be wrong. Some niggas are hustlers. Some niggas just join it because they like to fight. And I'm just saying, niggas got different reasons. Some niggas looking for a daddy figure, right? So you got to quit being so simple with FBA, but not doing that with every other group. Y'all doing that on purpose. And another thing you doing, brother, you keep saying, I'm bigger than the program. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Now, Paul, you older than me, but I'm going to tell you something what I learned in life. I used to think like that. I used to think I'm bigger than the program, and I looked up and I was lonely as hell. Then nobody want to work with me. Then nobody want to collab with me. And for you to think like that, you just got to get used to being a loner. And I don't think nature wanted us to be loners, man.
Nah, bro. No one's bigger than the program because that's what we all here for. We all here individually to come together collectively. So if there's one individual who's bigger than the program, then you the chosen one. Then
We in the program now.
you God's son. You the Christ of this shit.
So, and
So yeah, my bad,
yeah.
bro.
No, you got it. I'm going to answer this last one for me. Said, which group should we join that's calling ourselves coming together? Again, it's a simple way of looking at it. Who said you got to join one? Join every group that's about what you about. If you into veganism, go join a vegan group. Also, join a flat earth group if you would flat earth. If you would meditate, get with that group too. If you would fitness, get with you. If you can be part of all these groups, man, that represent everything you represent. You don't gotta just be with one group. I claim Flat Power, FBA, shit, man, everything that got an agenda that I think is important and benefit and gonna help the people in a good way, I'm gonna push that group too. See, that's the beauty of this thing. It ain't no cult shit. I ain't just telling this, just get with mine and that's it. That's what the Pan-Africans and the religions doing.
So you don't push Pan-Africanism, right?
Nah.
Okay, go
No,
ahead.
brother, where you been? No, but salute.
It's like
Who's for
when we come.
president?
I'm sorry,
Sanchez
sister.
for president.
No, I was just gonna say, man, see, other cultures get this. They build a pipeline, right? They make a pyramid, which can be a straw, which is wide at one point and is small at one point. And they take in what they can get in, and they deal with the majority at the top, and they deal with the at the bottom, and they deal with the little bit at the top. See, we got to start doing that too, because at the same time that I know a lot of people feel like this. And then shout out to the brother Paul Baldwin, because he salutes to Paul. I ain't talked to him in a while, but he a good brother. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of our people are we ain't gonna just yank out the system. So at the same time, while we got our people who educating, yanking out of the system, we need to have people with feet on the ground while we got people in the air. The military do it. The military got people in the air. They got people on the ground. They got people in the water. So while we can't cover all forces, that take me back to what I was saying about playing the different positions on the basketball team. You need a point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, and a center. You understand what I'm saying? So we got to be able to break these things down when we're having these conversations. Otherwise, we're just talking and we're running ourselves in circles because the person who really doing the real work not gonna get no real recognition or no real yardage because he gonna be getting pulled back by his people, and that's called the crab in the bucket syndrome. And I digress.
Mm-hmm.
How y'all
That
feel
is
about
true.
the people? How y'all feel about the people that like how when Trump did what he did to Venezuela? Venezuela. That was Venezuela, right? When he did what he did, you will see people commenting like, "Yeah, well, don't play with us. We don't play that. We the
Yeah,
biggest."
that
But y'all
bull
ain't gonna do
crap.
shit
Yeah.
if they come over here and start attacking us. But
Ain't
y'all act
never
like
served in the military or nothing.
that shit ain't cool, man. What they doing to them people? Oh, we just so we
Right.
the big bad wolf. Like y'all,
And,
that's
and, and
ridiculous.
so I got a question. So what do y'all think about what happened about that situation?
Well, I you want to go, bro?
I'm just asking a question.
I
No,
think,
go ahead, Keith.
I think that in the year 2000, there were 9 countries or whatever you want to call them that wasn't involved with the central banking system that we have. And if I showed a chart, and I can send you the picture too, bro, that all of those countries that we had war with within the last 25 years or 28 years, we took 4 of those countries down. So this comes down to something that's bigger than the minds of the people. So we dealing with a microwave society. We dealing with people who looking at what they see when they see it, and then they giving their thoughts on it, but they don't know the history on the
Like I
shit.
like that, Key.
Right.
Microwave society. I like that one
Right.
right there.
You see what I'm saying?
Microwave society, boy. I like that one, Key.
So we knocked down Afghan, Iraq, you know, Cuba's in this. You know, this some real shit that this about the central banking system. This ain't got
Yeah.
shit to do with none of
Yeah.
this other
Cause
shit. Drugs.
they keep saying it's about oil.
Nah, man, we got so much oil. Trump just took that shit anyway. Cause
But
you know
Right.
what I mean?
They said it was about
They
the oil,
love to-
and
yeah.
they also said that we got out of debt by him doing that. That we was $1 trillion in debt, and when he did that, that tripled the money, and they got their money back, and we not in debt no more by him doing that. But I think that's a distraction from the charges and the cases with the kids and all that happened with the kids.
It
They
was a
found,
chess move, man.
and
It
they
was
just
one
said,
of them
"Oh, let
moves.
me bomb something to throw us off." For
Hey,
everybody
Reggie.
to flip back the cases.
You know what let me know that's a lie? Because Martin Luther King went to Ford. I think that was the president at the time. I wasn't alive. I think it was. I'm just, you know. So Martin Luther King went to the president at the time and he said, hold on, man. We been here. This our land. Shit, man, we need our land back and we need our check. The president told him, okay, that's right. Who the fuck gonna make us do it? Who the fuck gonna make us give it to you? So with the statement that you just said, bro, they let me know that that's what the bottom line of this shit is. That's why they gonna keep distractions. This is why every time it comes to some political shit, they gonna get Nicki Minaj to come twerk for a nigga, and a nigga gonna forget all about the land and all about the restoration of the true indigenous people of this land. That's what this shit is all about. Everything else is bullshit. We got a lot of black so-called political motherfuckers who are unpolitically educated. They don't know shit about politics. As long as you throw a entertainer in the mix when it comes to the politics, they satisfied because they want a fucking show.
And then they bomb a bunch of empty places. Like nobody had no sympathy for the people. Like, damn, did they hurt any kids or any people got hurt? You know what I'm saying? They bomb an empty old military base, probably their own stuff that they bombed. And then it's like, how they just capture if I'm the president, I know I got people protecting me. Ain't nobody got killed. So none of my security guards got killed. They just got me and my wife easily. But nobody, we didn't fight or nothing. We didn't fight back and we just went willingly. That don't make no sense. It got to be something distracting. It's something else they're distracting us from.
Yeah. They still had
Sanchez. My bad, bro. Go ahead. My bad.
They definitely distracting us from something. And I'm sitting here trying to think about exactly what the hell is something else going on. And you know, Trump got this ballroom, he got the Golden Fleet shit. At the same time, he picking on motherfuckers starting war. People is investigating what he building in the White House. People investigating a lot of shit going on while he striking different uproars and shit. So you know that is an interesting. It's always a sleight of hand trick. So I'm with y'all on that one. But yeah, man, we can go into theories on what they can be distracting from, though, because it's just so much shit going on. Have he spoke on the ICE shooting? Oh yeah, he commended their ass or something.
Right.
They had to plan that for a while because we think they happened overnight because out of nowhere he just did it. When we woke up, it happened.
See, I kind of
woke up and it happened.
This shit is
If you look at the video, their police came to shoot a motherfucker. Like just because she was driving off, bro, he was already ready to aim at her. And I'm just saying, that's just my personal thoughts. It ain't got nothing to do with this show. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that
don't he got people protecting them, Key? Don't the president have people protecting them at all times, though?
Yeah.
That's right.
You can't never
That's
be by
right.
yourself. You're gonna always have somebody with you. How they just came and got you by yourself with just you and your wife? That don't make no sense.
And then I'm saying this, so we knew that Trump had merged with Elon with the Dogecoin shit. So the Dogecoin shit is partially digital. So they all pushing for this digital shit, and these other countries established BRICS that was against us. If you look at the list that I'm going to show you, matter of fact, I'm finna email it to you right now, Sanchez. I got a whiteboard wrote rid up with all of the countries that's with the BRICS, and those all the countries that we've been going to war with ever since 99, 2000, ever since Afghanistan. All those people are together, and Venezuela is one of them. That was the next one on the list.
But if oil so important, why they got all these new electric cars? Why they trying to turn all the cars to electric? Why they making everything electrical?
But we been had electric cars though, and then
I
we
know
got so
that, but
many
I'm just saying how
See,
niggas ain't getting gas no more. Think about it. When you go, if you got an electric car, you not pulling up to the gas station where people begging you for $1. You pulling up to places where you charging up to seeing Indians and people that own gas stations, people
but
that
see,
own companies. That's
the
when you charging
nation,
your car back.
but see, we never, but see, our people, see, my ancestors, we didn't have to burn shit to get energy from it. Energy recycles itself without a cataclysm type of effect to it. So that's these people's invention, to burn some shit, to put pollution into the air, to get some energy out of something. We didn't have to do that to get energy. You feel what I'm saying, Sanchez? We did
No,
other
we got
things.
it out there. We had ethereal technology, and I'm still gonna. Right now, I'm researching Tartaria stuff, and I'm gonna come up with my own little theories on how I think this ethereal technology would have worked. Because everybody bringing it up, they got good ideas about it, but they don't have a flat Earth foundation, and I think we can crack the code with this shit. I really believe we can.
Yeah, we definitely can, man, because that wasn't our way of doing things. This pollution type of industrial world came lately. This is a Johnny come lately type of way for us to you know incorporate energy system. You know what I'm saying? The industrial, if we look at
I got it.
the way society's been ran, that's the latest technology. Before the technology that we have now was the industrial age, right? So we didn't have that. So we wasn't burning nothing or polluting the air with the way that we was generating energy. That's these people thing. So once you realize who these people are, and once you see, a lot of people try to find out who they are. You gotta understand what you are first before you can understand who you are. If you don't know what you are, you ain't gonna never understand who you are. So
I
you gotta.
remember.
Hey, let me get. I gotta shut this thing down. But I'm gonna be doing another one for sure, man. Y'all know I gotta get up out of this thing, man. But I'm gonna be doing a think tank on Tartaria and some more shit as far as like FBA indigenous Tartar people was asking me, were black people incubator babies? That's gonna be my next show, Black Incubator Babies. So but be on the lookout for it. I gotta get out of here though, y'all. Peace and love. I'm gonna
Salute.
Hey,
Piece of power,
key, we on for tomorrow. So yeah, I hit you up. We gotta get a time.
Okay, that's a bit, man. Yeah, I'm gonna be ready for that, bro. And salutes to everybody. And I
Yeah,
appreciate
Real
you,
quick,
man.
and real
yeah, I'm gonna
quick before
hit
you
you
go,
on it.
I remember on Monday they was talking about the guy that was going against Bill Gates. I forgot his name. Then he ended up getting killed. But they was talking about exposing the Epstein files and Obama and Bill Gates and all their name. And then on Friday they bombed Venezuela. That was crazy.
Yeah, I ain't really looked into that a lot, but Yeah, I'm a check into it, man, and try to put some connections together with that. But yeah, peace and much love with y'all, man. That'll be a stream coming up too with everything Trump doing, and maybe we can get some people who've been looking into it to speak on that one too. But yeah, I appreciate y'all, brothers Retton and Key, and everybody that joined, man. Salutes y'all. Be on the lookout for the notification, man, in the chat room.
Salute, love, man. Appreciate y'all.
Salute.
We out.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.